Big juicy butt. Big juicy butt.
Hamster.
Hello. Hi, I'm here.
Hello, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm here. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy something out there. Hello, welcome to What the fuck was that? What was that? Oh, so I just heard like the horse noise. Like, what? Oh no, the horse noise kind of gave out. Oh no, but you know what? I think it just jump scared us for a little bit. There we go. Hi, hello, welcome to the stream, everybody. Hi. So, I love how Nugs is sitting here going bullying works. I was like, bro, I was thinking about doing the stream for a little bit. Shut it. What up, Eagles? Did I require a streaming license? Well, I didn't know I was supposed to have one. I didn't know I was supposed to have one. I thought we could just do this, the whole restreaming thing, without anything. I'm sorry that you have to listen to some retard on the internet that says you need a restreaming license. Oh my god, apparently I needed one the entire time. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't think I needed one. Also, that is odd that it's now decided to mess up on people. Whoops. Anyways, hi. Hello, Marco. Hello, Nugs. Hello, Shay. Hello, AGT. Hello, Shay. I already said hi, Shay. Hello, Swaggy. Hello, Mascot, our boy. Again, I hate the ads. I don't like the ads now. No one liked the ads at anything. What up, Sinji? What up, Inkles? What up, Kato? Everyone else will join stream later. And Dreambird. Everyone else will join stream later. So, he had a podcast earlier today, in quotes, podcast, but it's not really much of a podcast due to the solitary fact that it sucks. And it's not a podcast.
Shut the fuck up!
Wow, that is so delayed. That is so goddamn delayed. What the fuck? We excited to watch him rage at this game. He's not really raging. What up, Gillet? He's not really raging at this game at all. Like, the last time that he played this game, he was incredibly bored with it, and then someone was giving him money by throwing money at him, telling him what to do in the game. Like, bro, it's not really great to look at, though, but he's ruining a great game. Oh, God, fuck. Phil is delayed. When isn't he delayed? Yeah, we gotta stop the music sometime. Or when we gotta stop the music. So I'm just gonna go over what happened throughout the entirety of the podcast at the very beginning. Just,
You
dude,
fucking gay bitch.
we all know he's won. Just due to the solitary fact that, what happened? What happened, Snort Hogan? Why hast thou forsaken us again? I'm not watching Duty's clips of it though, because it's just like, eh. Very eh. And also, the editing is not that great, but thank you. But Snort Hogan goes straight to the point. Well, here we go. How do we check the points? I think it's, yeah, I think you already got it. So, yeah, here we go. So, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to up the speed. Well, costing what's new? Nothing much in particular. Nothing's really new in particular. Guess we're going to talk about nothing and show nothing for the next few moments. And it's going to be at quick speed. I know for a fact that a lot of people don't like hearing Phil talk at a normal speed, but due to the fact that we're going to get it normal, so let's just do this. Let's get it to at least one. There we go. 1.3. We got him at 1.3 speed, so let's just see what the fuck he had to say throughout the entirety of the podcast. And also, on his day off on Friday, he made a post saying that he is going to interview Wings. And then later on, made a live account showing off, hey, I'm interviewing Wings. There's that. And, oh boy, that's going to be bad. All right, he's muted. Hold on. Fix this? Hold on. No, I did not. I did not make him loud. Now I'm going to make him loud. There we go. Now he's loud.
What is going on, everyone?
And I hate it already. I hate it when he speaks already. So, yeah, we got that here. Oh. He's trying to show us how big he likes it. Oh, he's using Wings again? He will just use anybody for clout at this point. Wings of... No.
Guess what? I'm back. And
Oh, yeah, you're back after 2 days off because you're spending time with your wife, or so you say.
it's time for a full and fun epic week of streams here on
Yeah, it's not going to be fun, nor is it going to be epic. It's going to be boring, but yet you're going to delude yourself into believing that it's epic. What up, Dice?
DSP Gaming. 6 straight days starting right now. And boy, do we have a lot in store. Continuing playthroughs, brand new games, and that's right, it is a lock confirmed for tomorrow.
Yep, a lot confirmed for tomorrow, even though you already posted it 2 days before you did the podcast, and also have a live stream already up and running.
An
What up, Akina? What up, Excalibur? Yep, epic boringness.
epic appearance on this very show by a very special guest by the name of... I'm not going to tell you. I already told you on social media.
We already know who the fuck you're going to interview, Phil. It's not like some kind of big fucking surprise.
It's Wings
Up LSBR.
Redemption. All right. And in addition to all of that, at the end of this week, we've got the Halloween marathon. So this is a epic week. I cannot wait.
I think you're Boogie Dark Wings, if I'm not mistaken. Raft.
I can't wait to get it all started. Sit back and relax. We're going to talk about all of the fun festivities coming up on today's week-beginning episode of the Level 1 podcast.
So far, Vanguard, how are we doing? We are doing poorly. Because we got this. I'm just gonna skip this shit. Already, I hate those guitars.
Alrighty, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the show. I'm DSP.
What up, Ricky? Yep, the gay podcast. That's not even a podcast. What up, Ed? What up, Quiet Engine? Oh, gods, no. Oh, gods, yes, we're doing this.
This is the Level 1 podcast for...
It's not going to be an interview. Oh, absolutely not. It's not going to be an interview. It's just going to be a back and forth about random bullshit.
For Sunday, the 20th.
The Wings chat is going to be cringe and boring. DSP is going to be super professional. I hope Wings ghosts him. Probably not, knowing how they both want clout.
6th of October, 2025. We're back.
But did it happen? Apparently, it's been confirmed by Phil that it's already been confirmed. But then again, Wings even said that he was going to join on Monday. Phil didn't really confirm it or deny it. And then on his day off, he confirmed that he was actually going to talk to him. Oh, low by Barry. I meant Larry. Sorry. Sorry about that.
After a couple days away, that's right. I had 2 days off.
Yeah, I can't read. I'm sorry. What up, Matthew?
This last few days here. And I've returned with news. Oh, yes. Everyone out there right now, contact the heralds. Grab the trumpets of alarm. Light the tower torches.
Oh, blow thy trumpets, Gabrielle. Besides, the apocalypse is upon us.
So that everyone along the land will know. Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, by the way, he mentioned trumpets, and you know who uses trumpets to get things across? Kings. And you know what? Just because.
Any man who must say, I am the king, is no true king.
Just fuck it. Why not?
Will be an epic day. as long as Wing shows up here on the Level 1 podcast, because we will have
You know what? I'll show up and I'll just react to it regardless. Will he show up? Will he not show up? Hey, who's to tell for tomorrow?
first
Oh, Angel Vitality.
guest on this show since March. It should be exciting, interesting. Who knows? Like, I don't know how it's going to go. To be frank, I don't think either of us knows how it's going to go. I think we're both kind of interested to see what will go down on tomorrow's show.
It's going to be either A, boring, or B, somewhat of a spectacle. I say somewhat because, you know, every single time he has on somebody to interview, it either goes really badly for Phil and really good for the interviewee, or very boring.
Talk all about this in a moment.
Up to dude, no kings protest.
But at the same time, this week is already epic. We are continuing great playthroughs like Silk Song, Tormented Souls 2.
Yeah, So, Silk Song, a game that he absolutely fucking despises, but only likes it when he gets money and people holding his hand along the way. And Tormented Souls 2, the only game that he played during the day, and then immediately got $55 and was told, hey, make it to a night stream. I can't attend your streams during the day. Why can't you just do it during the night? Oh, that's a great suggestion.
Bruh.
Like, bruh, people tell you suggestions of what you should do, and you ignored them because no money attached. But in money attached, oh, I'm going to do it.
Bruh.
What up, H-Bob? It's going.
Excuse me. Pokemon, which has been ultimate chill fun.
No, Pokemon has been incredibly fucking boring. Every single time you play that fucking game, you're immediately begging $20 to name a Pokemon, and you're just exploring around the city. I swear to God, people already had this game for a few days or a week or so, and they already beat the fucking game.
And Ninja Gaiden 4. Plus,
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4, a game that you absolutely fucking hated until the money came in.
some American Truck Sim chill. And of course, at the very end of this week, it is the Halloween Marathon event where I'll be dressed up in costume. I'll be drinking. I'll be eating. I'll be merry.
You won't be merry, Phil. You'll be very, very dismayed, and you'll be very, very gloomy.
I said that the wrong way. You're supposed to say eat, drink, and be merry. We'll be playing a
Who fucking gives a shit of how it's said, Phil? You'll still say it wrong.
variety of horror-themed video games, which all of you nominated. And I'm excited because it's a good variety this year. Like, actually, a significant, interesting variety of stuff.
Most of those are just demos. Some of them you have to pay for, and some of them are just demos. You're just going to play the demos and then rage quit the demos if the demos don't do anything for you.
That I think is going to work out really well. And it's going to be a great event. So that
It's going to be another Glaze session like Keem's interview or a Level 666 podcast 2.0. Who really knows for certain? Like, we don't know. It's very unpredictable what will happen.
that's on Friday, the actual,
The only interview that was good is when Phil host was with Craig because he gave the best response. Phil hadn't thought about you for months. Yep. And Phil got told to go fuck himself.
Halloween all day long. And I certainly hope that you guys are going to join me for that. But it's just a great week in general. The fall has 100% arrived. It is raining and cool outside. It is only 72 degrees in my office. It is beautiful.
I'm sorry. I still can't believe that he seems to think that if it's sunny outside, it's going to be hot. But if it's cloudy and rainy, it's going to get cool. Like, bro, who fucking gives a shit?
Streaming weather. That's why I'm so excited for the festivities that are about to arrive.
Festivities. Like, who really gives a shit about it, Phil? It's fucking Halloween. Like, I get it. People love it because it's candy for days and all that shit. Dressing up, going to parties, getting late at said parties. But at the same time, or families, like, taking their kids trick-or-treating. Like, again, a lot of things can vary on Halloween. But at the same goddamn time, who fucking gives a shit? Who really does? Certainly not you.
So,
Oh, wait, no, of course he does because he gets money out of this shit.
we're going to talk.
Up, Ryan. Watching American Wedding. Hadn't seen it since 2003. Not as good as the other ones, but still enjoyable. I can agree with that. Luis, how you doing? You might stream tomorrow? Yeah, if he's doing that interview with Wings tomorrow. Yeah.
Talk about all of this, all right? We are. How is everyone today? I know
I was doing all right until I heard that.
you guys have been away for a couple of days. Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully you
A
have
streamer announcing he's excited about the weather. It's a new low and Phil's digging the way. Oh, it's definitely a new low.
had a good time. Maybe you decided to get caught up on all of my...
Also, I just now realized on his fucking desk he has new wrist pads, and they look like pastries. They look like bread and croissant.
content. Maybe not. But whatever you did, I hope that you had a good one.
Oh,
All right,
goody.
I'm back. And I
Yeah, most people's homes are climate controlled regardless of the temp outside. Don't tell that to Phil, because he will definitely not understand a word that you just said.
am rejuvenated. I'm ready to go. Who do we got here?
Oh, he'll get to that into that soon. I didn't watch the podcast today, so I don't know what happens, but I did see those there, and I'm like, already cringe.
Today we got Dvaklin. We've got
Ain't no way his streaming setup brings up the room temp by 20 degrees. His multiple PCs that he has on his office that he turns on, it will.
Chris. We got your local SpongeBob fanboy. That's an interesting name. Original Grant Game Dude. Frosted Shard. We got Buckwell. Well, John Stamos has arrived today.
Yep.
Who else?
Yep.
Or Jay, how are you?
Yep.
Because I'm excited for a fun and positive week here on the channel.
Oh
I
no,
know that you
Amberlyn Reed. Well, hey, DSP.
Guys
Even
are-
though Reed is spelled wrong, but I don't think Phil will notice.
Always up for whatever,
Is Piggy gonna wage gate some food? Probably.
comes our way. But this week is going to be a special one. It's not just normal stuff. We got some epic, cool, neat stuff planned. Although, admittedly, this is going to change the schedule around a little bit.
Remember, his schedule is always consistent, but now he's gonna change the schedule.
Already shuffled the schedule around once because of what happened with Tormented Souls 2 on Friday. We'll talk about that, actually, because that's important that you guys know what's going on with that game and playthrough. But also now, with tomorrow, it's also going to be a schedule-changing deal.
Up, Kana. Huh, that's probably the only way he'll see you win these days. Probably.
So, talk about all of this.
No, he probably sees the you win signal every single time he gets his $150. Even though he begs for it, he'll see the you win.
I'm actually very curious to talk about tomorrow and what you guys think.
This is a bit stupid of me to notice, but he has buttons on his collar. These went out of style in the 90s. That's an old shirt he's wearing, really old. It is. It looks like a PJ shirt to me.
About this whole situation. Okay? But first, before we get to that,
Like, the only one that I can actually see wearing it up to here and buttoning it would be someone like Roy Khan.
let's talk about my days off. Because you guys always ask me, well, Phil, what were you up to? How were your days away? And I always say, but none of your business. Wow,
But yet you'll go on to talking about what you did on your day off regardless. So this whole entire thing, no.
dare you ask me such an intrusive question? It's completely disrespectful.
Also very intrusive, but yet he'll go on to answer what he did on his day off regardless.
I have the right to privacy.
Yeah, but you don't, though, if you put yourself on the internet for, how many years was it? 17 years? So, no, you're not used to having privacy because you always put yourself out on the internet.
And if I feel like sharing with you,
Well, his hard-selling nonsense, game host in his own mind, he's mental. You ate and shopped. And watched Netflix.
some information about my days off, I will. You shouldn't be asking me.
He sees you a winner from over the rigs. Oh, Big Rigs Racing. That's what you're thinking of.
Well, today, I'll just offer some information up, okay?
Offer it, but if you give me more money, I'll tell you the rest of the information. Well, people, right?
I did a lot, actually. My wife and I had a day out, and like I said, it was full, 100% crazy fall weather. Pouring rain.
Again, when I'm thinking of the fall, I'm thinking of different colors in the trees, yellow, orange, red, brown. I'm thinking of that, pumpkin spice lattes, and I'm thinking of crisp weather. Whenever I'm thinking of going outside during the fall, I'm not thinking, oh, hey, it's heavily raining outside. Oh, my God, fall weather.
All day long.
Did you get her anything at the zoo? Yeah, a slice of cheese was $1.
Cool winds. But listen, we would much rather have pouring rain and cool winds than insane summer heat. Seriously, we just like it better. So we went out. We did a lot, actually. We did some.
What takes him so long going out? I could do my shopping for groceries in like 15 minutes. Depends on what you're getting, Matthew. Depends on what you're getting.
shopping for around the house.
Why is it always my wife say her name? Are you scared that if you say it 3 times, you'll summon her or something? He does the same thing like Leanna. He doesn't say Leanna by her name, just calls her my ex or something like, oh, they said offensive names. Oh, very disgusting names.
We definitely restocked everything. We went to Costco and had a huge run there, restocking on so many things.
Well, Cryosaur, did you just bitch and complain about being asked a question only to answer the question? Yes. Yes.
That we had been out of, preparing essentially for the entire upcoming holiday season.
Ear twitch.
To make sure that the house has everything that we need, and we're not going to have to run out to buy stuff last minute during the holiday season, because you know how busy it gets once you hit that November, December time here in the United States. All the stores are always packed, lines out the door.
Thank you for going over what happens during November and December.
So trying to avoid that.
Well, Baltzy, so is Cat done with Phil finally?
Had some good food. While we were
Twaggy, how dare you? Piggy's still giving us the food. What up, Shadow Shade?
out, although admittedly it's kind of sad. Recently in my area, a ton of places that we used to like to go to have closed down. So first off, I think I'd mentioned this already. There was a restaurant called Claim Jumper. And this restaurant looked like a...
Yeah, someone mentioned it during his chat, like during Tormented Souls 2, I believe. Someone mentioned Claim Jumper and how it went bankrupt. Not bankrupt, but it went out of business. Someone mentioned this already.
log
TJ, what's up, man?
cabin, and it had
I also bench more than you because I'm black. No, because you go to the gym more than I do. What up, TJ?
a lot of American comfort foods, steak, stuff like that.
It's a steakhouse, Phil. You said it was a steakhouse.
Went there a million times, loved it. Of course, they've changed over the years. They used to be a
Oh,
place
I hit Gary Daly. Yep, I'm streaming tonight. Yep, Yep.
that did like a 3-course meal. Then they went down to like nothing, just normal entrees. They went out of business. And that sucks because that's a staple that we used to like. Then we find out one of the few places that we like to go to around here for pizza has also gone out of business.
Okay, there's times have changed, Phil. Sometimes if you don't get a lot of business into it, yeah, you're not going to stay afloat.
It's called the Rock
Or you file for bankruptcy, like you did.
Wood-Fired
Pablita, does anyone think that Keemstar, this is a Keemstar 4D chest op? I don't know for sure.
Pizza, and I've actually ordered it and had it on stream for DSP Tries It and for like Feasting with the King. They went out of business. There's only one location left in our entire state. There used to be like 4 or 5. All of them closed.
Yeah,
overnight.
well,
Just
Michael
decided
Evans.
to close.
Yeah, shocking. That cat's not eating enough.
Not profitable enough. So that's gone. So it's like slim pickings now. When we're out, we're like, what are we going to get? We got to look and see what's available in the areas that we're at. We ended up getting Caribbean food again. We had gotten this like a month ago, but it was so good last time we got it again.
Let me guess, you're going to cry when that goes out of business too. Every single time there's a food restaurant that he likes going to, he'll just cry and complain that it's out of business, even though he doesn't look into it to see what's going on. There are people out there that'll go to their place of work and then find out that the doors are closed and locked forever. They don't inform their employees of what happened, and then once that does, it causes a panic. Most restaurants barely make a profit. Depends on said restaurant. If it's like a restaurant, like a fast food chain, they're constantly going to be making a revenue. But if it's like an actual restaurant themselves, depending on what it is, there are more likely chances of it being either A, successful, or B, not getting a lot of business, and they would have to take measures in their own hands, either bankruptcy or just closing the doors forever. Or closing down said restaurant doors forever at a certain location.
Anyway,
remember last year when Phil was saying shit like tariffs, inflation, etc., it didn't bother him? You think he'll ever get it, bro? Especially at this point? He thought it could matter, though. But remember, TJ, when people said that, oh yeah, we can't do this because of inflation, he looked at people dead in the face in his camera, said that they're full of shit. And then all of a sudden, recently, he kept saying things about inflation, how that's a real thing. I'm sorry, inflation was a myth.
Basically, we had one really, really long day out where we had left like probably right before noon. And we didn't get home till like almost 8 p.m.
Oh my God, you did a lot of things outside. Oh, you actually spent a full day out with your wife. Whoopity fucking do.
Just doing so many different things while we were out.
It's because it's now hurting his WWE budget.
Did
you hear PWR this weekend made threats to fill subscribers and channels? He went on this rant saying he's calling after all of us. He'd come after Snort Hogan, Duty, Raw Phil, Kino, Casino. Yeah, I did see that. It's fucking pathetic.
Which was
that guy should just, himself a while ago.
Nice. It's nice to be out and spend time with my wife.
Oh, look at this motherfucker running ahead.
Not cooped up in the house.
Yeah, I ran ahead. At least I found some stuff.
The next day, I spent up the entire day cooped up in the house, but it was a fine day to do that because we had already spent the whole first day together. I did some...
As a corner demon? Fat and happy. That's the best way to describe it. What up, Jackie? Restaurant industry is a very hard business. 9 out of 10 restaurants that are open are out of business in the first year. Depends on said restaurant.
And stuff like standard grocery shopping, but for the most
got attacked by a snake and a bear.
Part, it was us hanging out. My wife's playing Power Wash Simulator 2. She just started.
Oh yeah, and I have that game too. You know what game I've been playing recently? RV There Yet. Think of it like Peak, but instead of like playing as scouts going up a mountain, you're fucking 3 to 4 people smoking cigarettes and eating nuggets in a can and burgers and drinking beer while going up a fucking mountain in an RV. I'm not gonna lie. Peak, RV There Yet. Great games. Recommend them.
And it was fun to see her play.
Although I do need to play Peak.
Through those stages and hang out with her when she did that.
Does he realize his beloved DoorDash is the reason some businesses close? I don't think he does.
We watched a few, videos and things together, relaxed, listened to some music and stuff, had some wine. It was nice. It was a nice day.
Oh, yeah, we have some wine. Did you have any cheeses or apples with said wine? Or no, you just drank the whole bottle?
One of the things that I did, I went to the liquor store. As I told you.
Of course you did.
I was going to look for, basically, I was going to look for...
wine. He does that quite a lot, Matthew.
A way.
He must have been in couples therapy with Kat. That's why it took the entire day. Fair point.
To get some themed liquor for the Halloween marathon. They didn't really have much. The only thing that I could see that was like Halloween themed was like a beer or like a alcoholic cider.
I wouldn't really call that anything for like Halloween. That's like something that's themed for the season, aka autumn. If you want to make an alcoholic drink yourself, That's how you have to do it for a Halloween theme. I mean, make a blood bag or something.
That's not too exciting for a marathon. You know, for a marathon, usually what I like to do is when we hit a milestone of support, I take a shot. They didn't have like any liquor that seemed to be like Halloween theme. However, they did have one liquor that's brand new. I've never tried this before. It said new product, like now available. A blackberry Jack Daniel's whiskey.
Of course, he sees that it's brand fucking new. He has to buy it. Who says alcoholic cider? You just said cider.
Could it be good?
Yeah, or just say hard cider. You could say that too. Like, hey, you're drinking a hard cider. There's nothing wrong with saying that either, but at the same time, he has to say alcoholic cider. And then blood bags are amazing as fuck. I finna get one and just walk around sipping next weekend. Hey. What's up, Shaw Green? Creativity is too hard, too much work for him. When is he ever creative? I mean, he's creatively bankrupt, that's for sure.
A few flavored Jack Daniels before. I thought they were decent.
Common.
This is brand new. Apparently, they just released it. So I grabbed a bottle of that, and I actually got a themed tequila.
Isn't cider normally non-alcoholic? Yes.
That is Day of the Dead tequila. Yes, I did get that. So we'll have a couple things to sip on over the course of Friday's marathon. Didn't find too much crazy stuff. In addition, I told you guys that I wanted to find some odds and ends for my Halloween costume, that I was looking to basically get like the finishing touches.
I thought you already had the costume already prepared, Phil. What happened?
But
do you think he's still an alcoholic, or does he just hide it better? No, he never hides him being alcohol at all.
Sadly, it just didn't work out. We didn't get to the store. So basically, over the course of the days off, I went online and I found a couple of things that I thought would actually add to the costume, and I ordered them, and they're supposed to come soon. Like, actually, I think one of them was coming today. I think something might be coming tomorrow. I hope it's good. You know, it is what it is. Honestly, I was shocked this year. There's not as much Halloween offering in my area as there usually is. Like, usually there's like 1 to 2 pop-up Halloween stores. And then usually stores around here have big Halloween-themed departments. When we went to Target, they did have Halloween stuff, but nothing good for costumes at all. Party City went out of business. So that's when we used to go to. That was completely out.
They went out of business, but I thought they were coming back, though. I could be wrong.
There was one pop-up Halloween store that we went to. That was the one that we went to
Halloween offering. Go to Spirit Halloween. I mean, that's a thing.
A few weeks ago. And
wonder if Wings will show up or Ghost Phil. Or if he does show up, watch all the Wings detractors dunk on Wings and Phil at the same time. That would be funny.
That was it. Like, that's literally it. And I was like, wow, I wonder, you know, what happened this year? Because usually there's a lot of Halloween stuff going on.
Comment, or hold on, when you say Kevin Flynn, are you talking about Jeff Bridges?
But I don't know. Could it be inflation? It's weird.
It's been a while since I've actually seen Tron Legacy. It's been a while.
Because everyone says that Halloween is the second most profitable holiday in the United States. That
No shit.
Everyone goes out and spends for it.
No shit, because candy.
But I didn't really feel the vibe this year. Like, some stores had Halloween, but I'll tell you, stores already had Christmas 2 weeks ago. Seriously. Like stores were
Oh, good. That's what I thought. Thank you, Cobbin.
Packed with Christmas trees, decorations, food, like at the beginning of October. So it almost feels like...
I got a poll going to see if Wings will show. Vote my... You know what? What did you have in your polls there, Reaper? What did you have in your polls? I might match that.
Halloween is now starting to get jumped over for Christmas. And you know, the moment that Halloween is over, all you're going to see and hear everywhere is Christmas music, Christmas-themed sales. Everything's Christmas. So, yeah, one thing that occurred to me as I was basically doing these finishing touches for Halloween, I realized we got to figure out what we want to do at the end of November.
Oh, yes or no? That's it? Okay, good. You know what? I will do just that, too. I'm going to actually do it. Hold on. It's if I can actually type. I type fast, but at the same time, I make a lot of things. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Can I remove? Yes, I can. There we go. I'm just going to do this. Yes or no. We're going to make it simple. Will Wings show up? Yes or no. That's it. Good. There we go.
For my marathon.
I didn't check there, Doug, so I had to make sure.
As you guys might or might not remember.
Yeah, I've been seeing Christmas shit since July. I think everyone's been seeing Christmas shit beforehand.
I always do a marathon on Black Friday. Which
we know, and it's boring.
Is the day after American Thanksgiving.
Y'all better say yes.
And we've done various different things over the years. We've had actual like Black Ops Friday, where I just played Call of Duty Black Ops all day that day. We've done Adpocalypse events where I watched advertisements of yesteryear and reacted to them, and we just kind of chilled all day.
Yo, I'm going to keep this poll up till the end of the stream. I'm going to keep it up.
We've done various...
Wings has a reputation of not showing up. Fair point.
Variety of stuff. I actually don't...
Same with Phil.
...know what I want to do this year. I'm just not sure. And we really have to start thinking about this and planning it out, because I want people to get excited, obviously. See, the Christmas event is a staple. We always, right around Christmas Eve-ish, we do a marathon where I dress up in holiday attire, all these ugly sweaters, and we have Christmas-themed stuff going on. We do games, all kinds of fun stuff.
We do all these kinds of fun stuff. Except for last year, though, where you dressed up as fucking Santa playing Stellar Blade.
Halloween. I always dress up for Halloween. We do horror games. But
But you really don't, though, Phil. And the last Halloween costume that you did was terrible. And you're trying to be like, I'm a king!
It's always different for that whole Black Friday thing. So I'm curious what you guys think.
Oh, Kevin?
Maybe this week we should start planning it so that we can have an idea by the end of the week so that once Halloween's done, we know, hey, here's the next thing we're working towards.
Well,
right?
I2K. Oh, yeah. I2K. Yep. You can't have Xmas without Mariah Carey. Fuck you, Mariah Carey.
Right? Wonder if you guys have any ideas.
Oh, yeah. Canada had Thanksgiving already. Yeah. Canadian Thanksgiving already happened.
Some people have thrown ideas out recently. Like, for example, some people have said, what about like a retro gaming marathon? Where you play a bunch of retro games from back in the day in, marathon setting. It's cool, but like what
I love how he leaves out his fun holiday begging. Oh, absolutely.
would it be?
Yeah, but he's going to dress up as Andy to take a jab from the dented zone. If he does, it's going to make him look worse.
For Mario? Would it be, I don't know, Ninja Gaiden? Castlevania we already played just a few years ago. But I wonder,
What's wrong with Castlevania?
like, what would you guys want? Or a variety.
Hey, fuck you. I love Mariah Carey. You fake-ass Mariah Carey.
I play a Mario game, then I play original Zelda, then I do something. I don't know. I mean, I'm open to many different, ideas, and then we can weigh and balance them maybe and try to figure them out.
Yeah, but the thing is with these ideas, though, Phil, that are given to you, you don't really do anything with said ideas. And if the idea fails, you blame your audience for a said idea. But if it works all of a sudden, you'll just take credit for the idea, saying that you thought of it and no one else did.
And go from there. So, sorry, someone is asking me to ban
Her
someone.
cheeks are fake.
So I'll take care of it. There we go. Okay.
All she ever wants for Christmas is you. She don't want me.
Oh, I see someone noticed.
Now I'm just reminded of that fucking video. It's like, get the gun. You took my family.
Actually, wow, it took longer than I expected. 15 minutes. The show has been live for 15 minutes. It took 15 minutes for someone to mention this silly stuff. My wife saw this at the store. She was like, come over here. I was like, what?
Reaper, have you not seen the Boondocks?
She goes, are you hungry? I said, what do you mean? No, well, I'm not hungry yet. We didn't eat too long ago. And she said, oh, that's too bad because here.
Hogan was the man. He's dead.
It's actually not bad. It's a wrist rest. It's actually decent quality.
Yeah, thank you for showing us what it is, Phil. Thank you so much for showing it.
So I got a nice big baguette, and I got a little croissant, wrist rests. So if they bother you guys visually, I can move them over there, and I can move the cloud wrist rest back, because all I did is I moved the cloud wrist rest from there to over there, because I have two setups here. But I thought they looked pretty cool. So, yeah, they look pretty fun to print anyway.
Well,
so let's see if you guys like them. And I'm not, like I said, it's not a big deal. I thought it was a funny little thing. And, it was nice to see.
Yeah, so funny. Your fat-ass wife came up to you like, honey, are you hungry? I got some bread, honey.
Spend a day
And it's like, no,
with my wife
shut up.
out like that and just, grab some odds and ends.
It's the same thing your wife showed you the Game Boy from fucking Kohl's.
Here or there, a couple ideas. We got a bottle of wine. Like I said, we had some wine together, so we grabbed a bottle of wine. We were at the liquor
Who
store.
cares? Like, who fucking gives a shit if you drank wine or not?
That we could drink together. It's like, it's nice to spend that time with her. I wish I could do it more often.
Remember, all this shit right here, it's none of your fucking business. And you got mad when someone asked you what you did on your day off, Philip. And now all of a sudden you just decide to answer it.
As you know, in the last year, I've been able to do it from time to time thanks to you guys. It really is because of you, because you guys have supported us so much here on the streams with so much, hitting so many goals.
Yeah, this sounds forced, very much so.
So often that I've now been able to take a lot more time away. Usually at least once a month, I get that extra day to spend with her, sometimes twice, depending. A lot of the times it really depends on scheduling.
Yeah, and all the other times that you went into overtime, you sat there going, my wife doesn't like when I go overtime. She was very upset with me, so I better take this time off.
Like, I would absolutely love to do it all the time, but I really can't. It depends on, hey, when can we actually, schedule an appointment or whatever. Sometimes we can't do it on a weekend. That way, because it's a weekday, that's when I have to have the extra day, stuff like that.
Does anyone care? Because nobody asked.
It's been great. This year has been a much better year than previous years where it's always stressful and everything. It's been a much better time, and I appreciate all you guys supporting my content so much. You're amazing.
Because money was involved. As soon as you got money, then it's a great year and it's not as stressful. Uh-huh. Sure is. Sure.
So speaking of which, next week, I'm just going to take the whole week off. I'm just kidding.
I mean, you did that at the beginning of July, and you sat there crying that you missed out on getting money.
No, we got a 6-day week, and then after that, probably another 6-day week. We'll see. But good stuff. The thing is, I am so busy right now. Right? I am so busy with everything we're doing. We're juggling a tremendous amount of new releases.
You support me so much, I can pay $5 for fake bread.
And there's more right on the horizon. It basically means I can't really take on any more real new games. As you know, here's what we're doing right now.
But when someone asks you, hey, are you playing this game? You'll tell them, no, I'm juggling all these games. Meanwhile, all the other streamers that you like to bash and criticize can actually get through a game within a week and then move on to the next hot one.
By the way, I'm going to do
Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Shout-outs in a moment. I think I got my first contribution of the day. So thank you guys. If you contribute, I will
Yeah, who is this we that he speaks of? Is it French?
do a shout-out.
Or is it Nintendo Wii?
Just a sec. Thanks for the early support. Right now, here's what we're doing. Hollow Knight Silk Song Act 3. We're almost done with the game. For one to understand, we are in the finale. We're just doing the last odds and ends, meaning the side quests, the final optional boss fights, the final items that I kind of missed along the way.
Speaking of games, I may finish Tactics and Paul Expect tonight. Go for the achievements there, TJ. Go for all the achievements in Ball Pit.
Then we're going to do the final major 3 areas, and it's
We?
the finale. So probably a few more streams. We're finally done with Silk Song. But man, what a playthrough.
Yeah, what a playthrough where people gave me money and held my hand all throughout the entirety of the fucking game.
50 plus parts. You know, we're talking 60 hours more. It's such an
He's a little Vulcan as fuck.
epic game. I never expected it to be this long. I never expected you
But
guys
he can't use it.
to get so engaged and supported for this game. And I'm so happy you did because I love it. I can't wait to see it through to the end and see all the content of the game. So that's amazing. We've got
amazing content, everybody. Amazing.
Ninja Gaiden 4, which is turning out to be pretty good. You know,
now, after you bitched and complained about the challenge room.
first, it looked a little rough around the edges when I started, but now that I'm
He'd be as fast as anyone clearing games, but he just played the damn things rather than talk about his schedule, food, and beg. True, Irie. If he didn't do all of that and just focus on the games, yeah, he can get through it as fast as possible. But no, he has to stop himself and beg.
into the swing of things, I've learned the combat system. I'm kicking major ass. I'm doing well in the game. You know, it's pretty awesome. I can't wait for more. I'm having a good time with that. Then we've got Pokemon Legends ZA, which shockingly is working very well.
Again, give me $20 to name a Pokemon.
As a playthrough in a stream. I thought
Up High Mushroom. Have you played Misery yet? It just came out and I love it. I have not.
that maybe this would be the one that wouldn't work so well because a lot of critics are panning the game and saying it sucks and people online are crapping on it. But man, I like it. It's chill fun. It allows us to interact and hang out while we're catching Pokemon and doing things. And it just seems to be a really great chill stream that fits the schedule because a lot of the other games I'm playing are so action-packed and stressful. That one is perfect to offset those other games, right?
Who cares?
And now we have Tormented Souls 2. Okay, let's
Dormant Swole 2 is a great game. The first one was also just as great, but Phil doesn't really like it because women.
talk. This is important. Before we get to the whole tomorrow, because I want to talk a big chunk of the show about tomorrow. Tormented Souls 2, we started on Friday. Okay, for those who don't know, Tormented Souls was a game from, what was it, like 4 or 5 years ago? And it
2020, so 5 years.
was a game that's designed by a small studio. It's not a ginormous big budget game or anything like that. It's meant to be an homage to classic survival horror. Fixed camera angles, limited ammo and inventory space. Enemies that are kind of cheesy, but they jump out at you at weird angles and it's hard to avoid. No real active way to dodge enemies.
Huh, so it seems like it's like Resident Evil or some shit.
Instead, it's a little cumbersome. It's meant to be that way. Also, puzzles. Puzzles that are incredibly reminiscent of back in the day when you played classic survival horror.
No shit, it's like it's paying an homage to Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Don't you already know how boring I am right now, or how bored I sound because of this?
So I didn't play it as a new release. I played it a little bit after the fact. I liked it a lot. I really did.
Yeah, but it really doesn't really have RE tank controls as much. You don't stop, use the left or right to turn and move forward. You can actually use your analog stick to move in all directions. Except the fixed camera angles is what it really has.
I was like, man, you know, I like classic survival horror, and this game has some modernizations. It doesn't have the classic tank controls. Instead, it does fully move with your thumbstick or whatever.
Well, Michael, that is depending on what he's playing. If he's playing a game that revolves around a lot of salt, then not necessarily boring. But if it's a game like Tormented Souls 2, yeah.
And I like
I get it. A lot of people don't like it because it's incredibly boring. Because he's hoping for someone to give him more money and also handhold him throughout the entirety of it.
that about it. But, you know, there's some difficult parts. There were some very challenging puzzles, hell of a lot of backtracking like those games tend to have.
Even though the Tormented Souls 2 didn't really have that much problems, and the section of the game that you were playing was in the demo.
But in general, I liked it a lot. Like, man,
Trucker Sim is the worst thing he streams. True, it is when it comes to gameplay, but the only thing that comes out of American Truck Sim is him going through it like it's his therapy session.
can't, you know, really cool. I wish there were more games like that. Now, recently there have been. Like last year, there was Crow Country. And that game also played like classic survival horror in a lot of ways. Although
A
that
game that you fucking hated because it didn't make you money and people were bored.
one had way retro graphics as well. Had a great time with it.
Out of the 209 people watching Phil right now, how many are trolls or detractors? Half.
So now the sequel has come out, Tormented Souls 2, on Friday, okay? If you were to ask me, Phil, out of all the games coming out in October,
No one asked this question.
what's the one that you think is going to
99%, 75%. Well, goddamn.
resonate the most with your audience
might be
during
right.
that month? I'm going to be honest with you. The answer I would have given you would have been Tormented Souls 2. Because I figure it's classic survival horror during a month that's horror themed because of Halloween. And we played Chronos the New Dawn and Silent Hill F, but that was almost a month ago. Now we kind of have this gap, right?
He does understand that you can play these games outside of Halloween, right? You just can understand that because Silent Hill F came out in September, Chronos September. Like, you could play these games outside of Halloween month.
And I think people are wanting some horror. Makes sense.
I mean, they got that with fucking Chronos and Silent Hill F. They already got that.
Right.
Or better yet, they could go play the classics.
This is a perfect time. It fits in. So, cool. And by the way, for the record, people
Playing horror games to get pussy is also...
tend to really like my survival horror
yes.
playthroughs, even when it's a game that I'm not really liking. Like, for example, Silent Hill F. To be honest with you guys, it was pretty disappointing for me. I was expecting way more, right? Compare that with Chronos the New Dawn, a game that I wasn't expecting anything from, and it ended up being superior. It's like superb game.
And yet you hated the entirety of the game. Every single time that you die, you blame the devs. You said Bloober Team didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
So, Dormant Swole 2 came out on Friday, and I'm thinking, man, this thing probably will do pretty good.
Yeah, Dead Space Remake was released in January. What was it? Didn't Resident Evil 4 Remake release in February?
No.
Or something of the sort?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
So, attendance, kind of average. You know, not great, not horrible. Engagement, people started engaged for the first hour. And then I immediately started to see a shift. People started to say, man, this game is boring. Man, this game doesn't have enough going on. There's not enough enemies. He's reading too much. And I'm thinking in my head, it's classic survival horror. Did you ever see someone play Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Silent Hill 1, 2, 3? That's what they're going for.
Yeah, we know, Phil. We know that it's paying homage or paying tribute to the originals. We fucking got it, Philip. We got it.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
Like, you don't need to continue onward with this. Hell, it starts off by saying this game contains explicit scenes of violence and gore, just like in Resident Evil.
With this game.
And also Silent Hill.
That's the whole
Oh, it was released in March. Okay, then I'm wrong. I thought it was like earlier in that year.
idea.
I apologize. I don't remember.
Is that they want it to feel like an homage to the classics, but it's a new game, so it's like you're playing a new version of the old classics. I think so far, around 3 hours into the game, it has absolutely succeeded at that. It's nailing it. It's giving you that experience.
That's how we feel about his streams, disappointment and boredom. Cryo, don't blame you.
For some reason, it doesn't seem to be resonating with the audience.
Because you're doing it boringly, Phil. You don't know what the fuck to do in the game, and then when someone gave you money telling you what to do, immediately you're like, oh, I know what to do now. Hang on. Or it could be the fact that every single time you're looking up a guide before the game even came out.
People were kind of complaining it wasn't that good. And to be honest with you, if it weren't for a person
Earwiggle.
showing up last minute on the stream and doing a very generous tip,
Yeah, $55 from Troy Smith, who later changed their name to Nico Bellic. And the reason why you're doing it as a night stream is because they even said they couldn't make it for the day streams and always attend the night streams.
we wouldn't have hit the support goal. We would have been not even at $100 yet. Okay? Now, interestingly enough,
I mean, you're already at $100 at that point, but at the same time, you got money and you listen to their every whim.
the person that showed up and dropped this giant tip at the end of that stream
$55.
said something interesting in their tip message. They said,
I forgot that I actually made that into the sound effect. well, goddamn. U.S. Army, thanks for the 20. I appreciate it, man. Also, welcome to the stream. As an owner-operator truck driver, watching Phil play Truck Sim is painful to watch. Please don't become a truck driver. We already have enough high-profile truck accidents. Oh, absolutely. Why do you think I made the thumbnails like that? Why every single time where I do American Truck Sim, I always have the thumbnails with him behind a car wreck. That's the reason why. But U.S. Army, I appreciate you, man. Also, hope you're doing well in your business as well.
Phil, I think
Yeah, your industry is getting it right now, that's for sure. Oh, absolutely. Like, I'll give U.S. Army that a lot of credit with that, though. At least he can actually maintain that and own it and actually show that he can do a lot better than Phil can.
that personally, you should stream Tormented Souls 2
No one said this.
as a late night stream.
Except for one person, and that was the one that gave me $55.
The reason being, number one, it's horror themed. And horror themed games are going to do better on the late streams. And I started thinking in my head, you know, they have a point. When I was playing Chronos,
One person had that point. One.
New Dawn as a day stream, it didn't always do well, but when I moved it to night streams, it started doing well. Silent Hill F, same thing. At first it was okay, but then I moved it to night streams and it seemed to do better. So maybe they got a point.
Not really. You barely made your goals throughout the entirety of Silent Hill F.
And then they also made a point. They said,
Yeah, by the way, they...
I like the game, I want to support it, but I can only attend your night streams. So if you move it to nights, I can help you out. And I was like,
Yeah, he skipped Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Part 2. He skipped that one because he read the reviews and saw that the reviews were saying, meh, the game is great, but not that great, la-di-da-di-da. Skipped it, just like he did with Dead Island 2.
oh, well,
What's up, Nicholas? I'm doing good.
then I guess it kind of is a no-brainer that we move Tormented Souls 2 to night streams. Now, listen, if I had played it as the day stream on Friday and people were loving it and were so engaged and the attendance was great and the support was forthcoming, I would have been like, fine, let's just keep it as a day stream.
But you wouldn't, though, Phil. You put it over to the night stream. If it doesn't do good in the day stream, you always demote it to the night stream. And if it failed during the night stream, you drop the game forever and not play it.
Honestly, I think maybe we should try it as a night stream. And so that's why I shifted the schedule around. Originally today was going to be Tormented Souls 2 on the daytime stream, but I don't think that's going to work. So that's why we're shifting it around, okay?
But you shifting it around because you got money from one person and they told you, I can't make it through the day streams. I can only attend the night streams. Get it right.
So we're going to give it a go tonight as the late stream and see how it does. Okay, I'm very curious. How will Tormented Souls 2 do on a late stream? If it does well tonight, great. I guess we'll find out. I'm also, excuse me, I'm also going to have to shift the schedule around because of tomorrow.
You're going to shit the schedule? Why are you going to shit the schedule? Oh, right, because of wings.
All right, because tomorrow we're going to have a guest on this show for the first time since March. And man, let me tell you, I haven't actually set up a stream to have a guest since April. So it's been 6 months. So I'm thinking in my head, oh, crap. How do I do that? That's right. I got to put on a virtual camera in OBS, and that's going to go into Discord so that they can see me. And then I have to do a Discord capture window, and I have to unmute this particular audio here so that you guys can hear them talk. It's all this complicated setup to do. I haven't done it in 6 months.
Technical issues. He's telling you he's going to have technical issues.
But I think it's worth it.
Game Master.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow on the show, I'm going to have a very special guest, the likes of which you have asked for.
Yeah, he already confirmed it, Gary. He confirmed it 2 days before, aka Friday, and he made a scheduled event for Monday. So he already confirmed that he was going to join it, but at the same time, we're not sure if he's actually going to be there.
For many,
Oh, Baldrick, it's so hard to set up scenes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so fucking hard to set them up.
many years.
Stop doing that, Phil. Why are you bobbing your head up and down?
Oh, do you want to know who it is? It's Wings of Redemption.
We already knew this, Phil. Hottie, 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 ha.
Yeah. Jordy Jordan himself will be on the show tomorrow. At least he says he is. And
He was on Twitter on his day off. Oh, he absolutely was.
Listen,
15 orders of Wendy's chili is Wings asking price.
I know that a lot of people have said to me he's going to flake. I'm serious. I'm not even kidding. People have personally written to me and contacted me and said, are you aware that Wings is just going to flake on you? And I'm like, normally maybe I would believe you because he has flaked on me before.
I highly doubt that people have actually came up to him and said, hey, he's going to flake.
There's been times when we've talked about
But at
doing
the same time, he probably had like 1 or 2 people in his chat saying he's not going to show up.
stuff, or he said
See, even he knows, but I don't really think that he truly knows for sure.
he's interested in doing stuff, and then he would ghost me. And it upset me. Admittedly, it did. But this time around, he's been talking back and forth with me for about a week, and I've got him added to Discord and everything. So in that regard, we're ready to go there. We've locked it in. So here's how it's going to go tomorrow, so everybody knows.
You're coping and seething.
Okay? We are going to go live at the usual time. The stream will go live around, say, 11:15 a.m., and then I'll jump on the stream around 11:30 a.m., and we'll do like a half an hour of build-up. Half an hour, we'll just hang out, and we'll talk. We'll see what you guys think about what's about to happen, get you all hyped and excited. However,
No, that's where you're just saying, hey, give me money right now, but if I get money during the interview, I won't be able to read it. I'll read it afterwards. So he's really trying to hype it up like it's some big event, but also
Brother, this guy stinks!
that.
Legalize.
Legalize that. Anyways, and essentially he's just going to sit there, hype it up, beg for money, and keep constantly trying to get donations beforehand. And then once the interview happens, he'll pretend that he doesn't see the money coming in. And then at the very end, the decompression stream, where he'll just sit there, calculate how much money he made off of Wings and see if he got profit off of it.
just like
Did you vote yes or no? I can't vote.
with the other guests that I have had on the show, okay, we are going to give Wings my undivided attention. All right? I'm not going to be reading chat. There's not going to be any pop-up messages. There's not
Bullshit. Every single time you do an interview with somebody, you're constantly looking over at your chat.
going to be any leaderboard. I'm going to remove these elements from the stream during the time that he is here. Now, I don't know how long he's going to
Vote in the Discord. Oh, no, you're right. What a dimwit.
stay. He said he's going to arrive around noonish Pacific time. Okay, so perfect, because that's about, you know, when we're in full swing in the podcast. Like, it's about right now. It's about right now will be the time that he arrives on the show after we do the build-up. And basically, once he's here, it's just going to be him and me, and that's it. Hanging out, all right? It's just going to be us now. Maybe this will be a short conversation that's only 30 minutes, and we don't have a lot to talk about, and it goes by, and we're like, it's kind of boring. All right, let him go, and then that's that. Maybe it'll turn into a big conversation about a million different topics.
Sorry, I read that wrong. I read that as balls make my Phil itch. But Phil makes my balls itch. God damn it, Cal.
Who knows? And in a lot of ways, I think that we have a lot of similarities, or at least we've been through similar situations where we...
Yeah, Phil, if you're not making the interviewee feel like they're accepted, and if you not feel like their time's not wasted, then you're making it incredibly boring, Phil.
can talk about...
Like, for God's sakes, any interview that you did,
gay bitch.
any interview that you've done, you've made it incredibly fucking boring. The only exceptions to the rule was Stuttering Craig and Ptolemaeo.
About that and share
That's it.
opinions and thoughts about stuff that's happened.
Oh,
At the same time, I think we're very different people. Like, really different people. Like, completely different people. I don't think that you could think that we're kind of polar opposites in a lot of ways. Our philosophies on kind of content we make and the way that we behave and all kinds of stuff, right?
Well, you're both on the same fucking thing, Phil. You're both lol cows.
So
We're still talking about balls. Ball pit's great.
maybe we're going to have some harsh criticisms for each other. I don't know. I mean, for me, here's the thing. I could sit here and I could plan out this whole thing. But it's
Hey, Phil. Super excited for tomorrow's stream with Wings. Can't wait for more content with someone who called your wife fat.
not boring. Like, there's a few things, obviously, I have in mind that I'd like to say to him and ask him, okay? But particularly, I think I'd rather let it, like, go with the flow.
Phil should definitely insult Wings trolls. That's an awesome idea, King. Oh, absolutely awesome.
And see where it goes, rather than coming in with a giant laundry list of things. So here's the 47 questions I was told to ask you by people who don't like you, Wings. Here's your interrogation. Here we go. Like, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'd much rather just have a conversation with him, see where it leads. If we get to some interesting questions, great. And if we don't, I don't really care.
I don't really give a shit.
Like, it's so weird because every
If once this is done, I don't care.
time that someone has me
Well, I mean, Phil wants to investigate. I mean, true.
on a show, it seems like priority one is
will,
we got to
Cal.
cause as much drama as possible by asking Phil every ridiculous question just to piss him off, right? I have no desire to do that with Jordy tomorrow. You know what it is? Like, maybe I've just been through it so many times, and it's just so stupid. It never goes anywhere. It's just the same beat the dead horse shit anyway.
I mean, Phil, you could go over what he's been through and what you've been through. You know, compare and contrast. I mean, that would actually make the discussion a little bit more. It's like, hey, you're in the same boat as me,
gay
Phil.
bitch.
Like, Phil would be like, hey, Wings, you've been in the same boat as me. So I've had trolls and you have trolls. How have you dealt with it in your experience? How have you learned to get over it? Like, he could, like, have that as a discussion with him. But no, he's going to say that that's drama and that's going to be the same old thing. Nobody cares about it. But at the same time, that would be an interesting conversation than wherever the fuck you're going to ask him in the first place.
Like, don't you want to do new content?
Do you think Wings will insult DSP? Possibly.
Like, this is the first time I'm ever actually going to have a conversation with this man. Why should we talk about the topics that everyone's already beaten to death, right?
Why don't you bring it up, Phil? Like, take notes, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe we could find some new ground and stuff to come.
Yeah, the purpose of an interview is to make it meaningful, which, knowing Phil, he can't make anything meaningful to save his fucking life.
Cover that no one's ever heard people talk about before, right? Or maybe I'm going to call him out for some of the horrible things that he said about me. I don't know.
Or what about the shit that he said, like the age of consent being 12?
I don't know. We'll see, right? We'll have to see how it goes tomorrow. We'll see how I feel, too. What kind of a mood am I in? Maybe I'll be in a real pissy mood. I don't know.
Yep, that voice crack definitely shows you don't know what the fuck to ask him.
We'll see what happens, right?
Oh, goldfish.
So, you know, that's what it's all about. So tomorrow, he'll join around noon.
What, Medjed? Yeah, Phil is, not Phil. I was going to say Phil is brain dead, which is also true, but Wings is brain dead, so nothing interesting will be talked about. True.
And we're going to hang out. I would say the longest we'll go is 2 hours. Like, the absolute longest we'll go is a couple of hours. I don't think, after like an hour and a half, it doesn't even matter who your guest is. I feel like you're already going too long. You know what I'm saying? So even if we had hot topics, I feel like 2 hours is enough. And because here's what I like to do. As you know, when I do a show like this, after the guest leaves, then I enable pop-ups, I enable the leaderboard, I start looking at contributions that have come in during that event.
Yeah, your decompression stream, which you stole from Stuttering Craig.
And then we go fully interactive. So what I will do is for the second half of the stream, I will do a decompression session where we just hang out and chill. And we talk about what just went down. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What were the hot topics? What were the things that you felt you learned something about or you found entertaining? What was boring?
Again, something that Side Scrollers does.
Did you like it? Would you like to see more like that? Do you have recommendations for improvement? How it could have gone better? Do you think it went did not go well? What do you think? Right?
And then you ban people for saying, hey, you didn't come after him as that. And you're like, shut the fuck up, get banned.
So I think that'll be great.
Yeah,
and
Wings does not want to conversate. I am not here to have a conversation.
It's going to be something special, something different. Break up
Actions have consequences, Pip.
all the gaming that I've been doing nonstop for a very long time. Give us some variety. I think it's a great opportunity. I really do. Now, some people have already said, well, why do you think Wings is doing it now out of nowhere? He said so on his own streams, but to reiterate, if you don't know, basically Wings has left Lol Cow Live.
We already knew this, Phil. This is old news.
Willingly. It wasn't like he was thrown off
Again, old news.
this time or he was fired. He just doesn't want to work there anymore.
Old
all right?
news.
He's trying to get himself back on his own feet. He's trying to get momentum back for his channel.
Old
Well,
news.
it's not working. This month, he was really hoping that Battlefield was going to like take off for him, and he played the living crap out of it, and it just didn't work for his audience. They just didn't like it that much. So he knows that he has to wait at least 2 to 3 weeks here until Call of Duty Black Ops 7 comes out.
Again, all this shit that Phil is talking about right now, old news. Like, people already knew about this shit, Phil.
He knows that that's probably going to be great content for him and his channel. He wants something to do kind of in the middle to kind of break that up and maybe get a little bit of attention. And that's perfectly fine, in my opinion.
Why would you use DSP, though? Because originally DSP and Wings were supposed to do something together, but shit happened. Wings had to go to the hospital, couldn't do it. And then he went to Fat Camp, and then all the shit that was going on with Lol Cow Live happened.
I think that's
Yeah, yeah. Remember, Phil, you couldn't handle Battlefield 6. Balti, you're right.
perfectly good intentions. If this conversation ends up being entertaining and fun for either of our audiences, it's a win-win, right? I think so. It'll get people talking about him. It'll get people maybe excited to check out his content again. Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe.
The way I see it, all right? Because people are saying, well, why do you want to do it? Well, why not?
Clout, mostly.
Number one, this
I don't know why, but you couldn't get LTG, so you thought, hey, the next best thing was Wings?
is someone who people have wanted me to talk to for many years. I reacted to multiple documentaries about the guy.
Yeah, and then Wings was reacting to you reacting to those documentaries and immediately left because you kept talking shit. Like the whole thing with PKA. As soon as you're like, oh, fuck PKA, and Wings was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm out. Fuck this shit. And you got information about Wings wrong. And then Wings was sitting there, he's like, nah, Pam, that's not what happened.
watching some of the content that he's been putting out, and his detractors have been putting out about him recently. So I'm kind of in
Which the detractor videos that you've been commenting on.
the know about the topics about the guy. And, you know, like I said, I actually legit feel like we have been through some similar things together that maybe we could actually share opinions on how we handled them. Could we have done it better?
The difference between you and Wings, Phil, is that Wings trolls are a lot worse than DSP trolls. And there's one thing that everybody has learned. It's, don't fuck with the Wings trolls. They could end your entire existence.
You know, I think one of the interesting topics to talk about is that we both started off as on-demand video creators on YouTube, okay? We didn't stream. We just sat down and we played the games and we made videos about them.
Okay, old news, Phil. Everybody knows this. Old news. Who cares? Also, hold on, how long would it be for Phil to play, he's going to play more Combat Legacy Collection for? I give it 2 weeks.
Whether it was like strategic videos he made about Call of Duty, showing how to play at a high level. Me, I just did Let's Plays and game reviews. And over the years, we both had to completely change our strategies for content creation.
Not for the better, though, Phil. Just saying, not for the better.
Due to factors such as falling ad revenue, the changing of the climate of content creation online, the level of trolling that we received, etc. Right? So that's just right there. That's a fascinating topic, I feel, to talk about that, how that changed and how we have to adapt on the fly and try to become different, but still succeed.
Still succeed, even though you both don't succeed.
But that's just one example. All right, many things I think that we could talk about. So it should be interesting, I think, tomorrow. I'm curious how this is going to go. I really am.
It's going to go poorly.
And if it ends up being a big nothing burger of a dud, then it's no big deal. It's one day.
Yeah, it's no big deal, but it's going to be wasting the audience's time.
Hey, it's one stream, actually. It's not even one day. It's one stream. And then we're just back to business as usual, right? Or perhaps it goes so well that we will start a business empire together of collaborative content.
Wings has talked about all this on his own. What's the difference does it make now? None. It makes nah difference. And also,
Stop the cap.
We'll branch out and become our own network, and we'll have thousands of people involved. We'll employ hundreds of people all around the globe, and we'll be filthy rich from now on. What do you think?
yeah, nice little jab at Lol Cow Live there, Phil.
Even I couldn't say that with a straight face.
You really can't tell a joke to save your fucking life, Phil, because most people who are very successful at telling jokes, they at least know to hide their joke well. They know to hide their laughter well. Something that you can't do. It's a cope, yes. Cope.
Okay. So, let's see what happens tomorrow. All right. So that again, to reiterate, how's it gonna go? Normal podcast start time, little half an hour build up. Around noon, I get set up. I invite him on the show.
But you do realize if you look at your own schedule, Phil, you said no podcasts, but you might change that before you leave.
And we have a conversation and we see how it goes.
It's not a laugh, it's just noise. Very much so.
If it goes well, great. If not, no big deal. Hey, not a big deal.
Hey,
Not the end of the world. No one has to cry about it. No one has to complain. Oh my God, I can't believe it went so poorly. It's one stream. Big deal, right?
You'll cry about it if you don't get your money's worth.
And let's just go from there. And,
Must be
and this
the
is something
Coke.
that, again, I wanted to do for a while. He's
Yeah,
someone who I've
yeah.
wanted to talk to and or, just have a conversation with, hang out with for a while. And for whatever reason, it never happened. A lot of the times I feel like he just, I don't know, like he says that it's because of mental issues and like depression and stuff. And listen, if that is the truth, I understand it. And if that's the
No, you do not. You do not understand depression at all. And yet you're going to sit there and be like, I understand depression, but go jump off a fucking cliff.
fact, like maybe that's something we should talk about. Is that I've been there. I've done
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I know
well,
all about how for no reason there have been opportunities that I've had that I squandered and or I ruined. There's friendships that I purposefully ended for no reason because I was depressed.
No. Nuh-uh, pimp. That's not the reason why. It was not because of depression. You did it on your own accord. Depression had nothing to do with it.
And that's what you do when you're depressed. You
Backing this up for a moment.
there have been opportunities that I've had that I squandered and or I ruined.
You squander for being toxic. It's not because of depression. You were being incredibly toxic.
Friendships that I purposefully ended for no
F. Where's the Fs? Oh no, my stream might be going down. Oh no, maybe.
reason because I was depressed.
No, nothing to do with depression, buddy, dude, friendo. It has nothing to do with this at all. It has something to do with you being incredibly toxic at any opportunity that someone else gets, but not you.
And that's what you do when you're depressed. You just self-destruct constantly over and over and over.
That's really not depression, though, because depression, you don't feel anything.
And it becomes an endless cycle to a point.
Can't believe he used depression as a shield. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely he did. Oh, you played the sound effect? That's not F, though. That's X. You mean X.
And it sucks, especially when you don't know why you're doing it.
That's not depression, though. That's called having a mental break.
Just because you feel
Having a midlife crisis or something like that.
miserable about some bullshit that happened or whatever, and you just can't shake it. So the next thing you do is you ruin everything else around you. Maybe that is what happened. Maybe not. I don't
It's not. There's no maybe. There's nah.
know. We'll talk about it. So I think tomorrow's going to be cool. And hey, the good news is also it's one stream. It's not like it's going to completely interject and ruin the rest of the content for the season. Unlike some other people who said that I had to completely change everything I was doing in order to be a part of their content, and that I had to completely change my philosophy of content creation. I couldn't enjoy gaming anymore because it would never be profitable. Wait, what am I talking about?
And here we go, taking a jab at Kino Casino. Remember, he doesn't care about Kino Casino. He doesn't care. Doesn't want to talk about it. But we'll bring up every opportunity to talk about them.
distracted. I'm sorry.
DSP, shut the hell up and stop lying about depression. Burn in hell! There, you're good.
We could just do the one show
Here,
and then we
William.
could get back to business and then see what happens. Okay? All right.
Up, goodie. Depression made him an asshole. Why is he still an insufferable asshole then? Because that's always what he has to be. That's always what he is. He's an insufferable asshole. He's always going to be toxic to people. But he's going to sit there and lie saying, it wasn't me being toxic. That was my depression. That was my detractors. They tried to get wings for you, Phil. Do you not remember? Of course they don't fucking remember. Of course he doesn't remember. But yet he's going to sit there and be like, that never happened.
All right, so people are starting to give opinions now, which is what I wanted. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to shout out a couple contributions, and then I'd like to get everyone's opinion right now. This is the opportunity.
Oh, yeah, that's Sean Green. You make a good point, too. Phil will sit there and be like, I'm just playing the character. And he used that shtick for a while. He did it during Side Scroller, saying that wasn't me, that was just the character. And even they were asking, so it's a character then. And he still couldn't prove that DSP and Phil Burnell were two different fucking people.
Talk about this topic. Now is the time to do it. Because like I said, tomorrow, once he's on the show.
Depression is something to joke over. I really don't think Phil has it for real. Oh, Michael, I agree with you. He does not have it at all. What he has is pity parties. That's a difference between that and depression.
I'm turning everything off. And then we can talk about it after the fact. But I'm curious what everyone's thoughts are up front. Okay? Let me do some quick shout outs first. And then we'll see what your opinions are. Okay?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a truth or a
Let's take a
lie.
look
It's
here.
still an answer. Yeah,
Someone
it's
the
a code.
$1.11 says, not sure if you saw Tekken 3 has launched in the PlayStation 5 stores of classics with full crisp HD graphics, rewinding and saving. You never played the fighting game classic ever on stream in your extensive fighting game background. You reckon you'll ever check it out? Probably not.
Well, of course it's a lie.
Front-facing baby chick.
Go, sorry, thanks for the 5. Love or hate Keemstar. If Keem makes money doing YouTube after 15K Can Phil say that after 18 years of content? Nope. He can't, because again, he'll squander it all away.
Want to see me play Tekken 3? It's pretty old. It's from the 90s. I played it in arcades. That was the one that I played in tournaments. I actually won a tournament in that back in
Yeah, you won it at a mall. You went to the mall and won a trophy. We know.
the day, which is pretty funny because I wasn't
Look,
really.
Jed, Phil feels sad sometimes, so therefore he must be depression. Phil gets drunk sometimes, but that past drunkenness got his ass in trouble. Therefore, an alcoholic. Always an excuse for everything.
3D player, but I did learn Tekken 3 and got
Oh,
really
Nick.
good at it. I learned all King's throw links and everything. There's no online play. It's playing the game single player offline. Why would you want to see me just beat up the CPU? I don't think there's anything there. If you think that there's something there, you let me know, but I don't think there's anything there that you guys would be interested in.
Pretty much, Matthew. It's like
let's
bragging
see.
about winning a local bowling tournament. Doesn't mean shit. It means shit in your town, but it doesn't mean jack shit online. What's up, Jordan?
Huh? An anonymous tipper. I thought these tips were going to be about tomorrow's show. An anonymous tipper tipped me $1.02, and listen to what he says. It would be awesome, creative, and impressive if you make themed art pieces to display behind you. I think you're wrong when you say that your background isn't on screen long enough to be worth it. I see the background 30 or 40% of the time. Themed art pieces. You mean like the ghost,
That's not a themed art piece.
the electric lamp that
That's not an art piece.
reminds me of Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory,
Even though it doesn't. That's not a themed art piece.
the digital frame
That's not a themed art piece.
that has completely themed animations,
Not a themed art piece.
the throwback horror mask to Death Face from my past, the
That's not a themed art piece.
Edgar Allan Poe,
That's not an art piece.
the black Halloween, the themed stuff behind me.
That's not a themed art piece. None of these things are art pieces. This is a fucking lamp. This is also a lamp. This is something that you could put art on, but it's not themed. This is just a mask that you put over something. That's just a Halloween decoration. And this is just a fucking Beanie Baby. And this is a YouTube play button. All this shit is not themed around you.
What's he talking about? He's acting
Yeah,
like
it looks like a yard sale.
my background is empty or something.
Oh, legs
I'm
up.
actually confused at like what they're trying to get at this person. Maybe they're referencing something from like that we talked about in the past, but I don't remember.
Yeah, they're
You
generic
have to
decorations.
elaborate on that more because I actually don't understand what you're trying to get at. The point
Have themed art in your background. Oh, the shit that you have there is not themed.
has eluded me. Okay,
It's all yeah, it was a
Thanks
racer
for
bite.
a
It's all shit to me.
Prince, what the hell? Habibian tipped $5 or did a $5 super chat.
Oh, Maffey.
And says, I'm super excited for tomorrow's stream with Wings. He's I can't wait for more content with someone who insulted you and your wife. Well, there you go. So should I call him out on
He
it?
didn't even say that what the chat said. The chat said called your wife fat.
Particularly?
Didn't even read that part.
Here's again, let's chill right now. Let's talk a bit. What do you guys what do you think is gonna happen? All right. It's Habibian. What a name, Habibian, whatever that means.
Then again, you have someone called a BB coming in and giving you money. And you never question that. Wings
Are there things
insulted
you guys want me to
cat.
call him out for that I don't know about? You have to understand I don't watch
It's like shit that you find when you're buying auction storage unit. Pretty much like Storage Wars.
Wings of Redemption's content until
Pretty
recently.
much.
I started tuning in to kind of get in the know about what this guy's been up to. So I'm kind of in the know now about what he's been doing, but I don't know about anything. All this stuff is all internet, lore shit that I don't know about. Is there some infamous thing that he said that insulted me and my wife and stuff? I don't know. I don't. Here we
Yeah,
go.
I'm behind on
Wings
this
eats fast
too.
food all the time, and you do fast food reviews, perhaps a collab.
Yeah, I'm behind on this too. Has Wings ever insulted Kat by calling her fat? Because the only one that I know that actually said that was Ashton.
There you go. Call him out for saying the age of consent should be 13. Don't you think that's been kind of done to death? Like, don't you think that's really boring? I do.
Apparently, this person got it wrong. He said 12, and it's even then, it's still fucked up.
I
He
really
did say this.
do. I think that like so many people have brought that up with him that what's the point? I think that's boring as shit.
So, Wings saying that the age of consent should be 12 is boring shit. Huh? How? What chipper? Now?
Am I going to be okay if he calls me out for comments I left on videos? He could read every single comment I've ever left on a video word for word. I don't care. Don't you think?
Yeah, and they're from detractor content videos, Phil.
Think of it this way. Don't you think that if I thought there was a problem with something that I said in a comment, I wouldn't have left it publicly? With accounts that,
But yet, when people call you out on it, you don't deny it nor confirm it. You just ban.
You know it's me saying it? I swear people, like,
True, Medjet,
they go
true.
so crazy to like make conspiracy. Oh my God, Wings might actually, reference a comment Phil left on a video. Do you think I thought it was invisible when I left it?
Why are you being
You don't
smug
leave
about
comments
this?
on videos that you don't want people to read. Get it? You understand that's the point of a public comment system?
Why are you being incredibly smug about this shit?
That the public can see your comment? Holy moly.
But remember, you don't care about drama and you don't do anything revolved around drama. But yet, for this particular reason, you'll leave comments on videos dedicated to those people that detract on them. Same thing with LTG. You left comments on that too, and yet you didn't confirm or deny it. You just fucking banned. Love DS Parody. Did Phil just say that he knows nothing about Wings and chat needs to tell him? When is his idea to have Wings on the damn show? When Wings brought it up. What's up, Tyblee?
I'm hosting an interview but don't have a plan for a conversation? No, here's the deal. I have many things I could talk to him about. Surely. The thing is, I'm not going in with an agenda. There's a difference between going into a conversation with some ideas for interesting topics and things that would be entertaining for us to talk about, but also for an audience to hear us talk about. But also, there's a difference between that and going in with an agenda,
But you have none of these things, Phil, because it shows right then and there that you have nothing planned. Like, the whole thing when you brought Rich on for the Level 666 podcast, you did not plan this really well, and Rich called you out on it.
I'm not going in with the
Emo Sags, how you doing? Thanks for the 10 months, Soup.
intention to destroy a man and be negative to him and, try to publicly embarrass him and do horrible things.
Then what was the whole entire point with Starter and Craig then, Phil? You said that right there you're supposed to bury the hatchet, but it's still right then and there. You made how fucking Starter and Craig was an asshole.
Say horrible things. I think he's kind of, like me, he's been through the ringer and had that happen to him many times.
Oh,
He has enough full-time trolls. I don't think that he needs another. Maybe a part-time troll, but maybe not a full-time troll. I don't know. There you go.
But you said you were a troll back in the SRK forum days. Can't really do
So here we go. The problems people have with Wings aren't things you can just get into without doing research. His lolcow gene isn't really lying. It's saying stuff and pretending it didn't happen.
Same with you.
Well, there you go.
X-Waz. How you doing? Like the same thing with you.
Oh, I know that. SFL says he's been telling people for months that your wife left you. All right, see, I know the whole situation there.
Oh, so at first, when it came to the whole wife, like, what was it, insulted wife, oh yeah, didn't know anything about that. But the whole thing about Kat leaving you, now you know.
Okay, this is something I would like to bring up with him because I feel pretty bad about it. He 1,000,000% is trolled by his mods. His moderators purposefully feed him misinformation and lolcow drama shit, and he just believes them. I think he trusts them. So he believes them.
I mean, that's his mods.
And then he repeats it as fact with absolutely no premise to do so. Like, he has no information to prove anything he's saying. But then he repeats it, and then it gets reported that Wings said this. It's like, well, no, what Wings did is he listened to his moderators who fed him this awful misinformation because they troll his ass, and he's gullible and he believes it. So then he repeats it, and then...
like, how do you know this for sure, Phil? How do you know this for sure?
Suddenly he becomes the authority figure.
It sounds like someone watches detractor content on Wings.
Saying it, and that's how it gets reported. Like, he's never seen a single piece of evidence of anything saying that, oh, my wife left me. His mods told him that she did. It was like, oh, that's sad. And then he'll say 1,000,000 times and stuff. It's not true.
Don't need proof for speculation. That's why it's speculation. That's the one thing that Phil never seems to understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just because he's gullible.
Go ahead. Just remember, Kelly goes on his streams, Phil.
And he believes and trusts the wrong people. That's the truth. He believes.
Same with you.
And he trusts the absolute wrong people. And they have led him astray time and time again in his life, I feel. Maybe you could disagree. But that's the problem, is it's tough to say, but like, if people seem to act nice to him, he'll just believes it, maybe because he just really is desperate for people to be nice to him.
I mean, Phil, you do the exact same thing all the fucking time. You automatically look at your chat looking for validation, and when people give you money, that's when you think that it's validation.
And the next thing you know, they're
Wings bans any troll tip under $10.
Completely using him, and he has no clue. Or maybe it's willing ignorance. Like, he knows it, but he doesn't care because at least someone's being nice to him. So he doesn't care.
Holy cope, RTU.
That they're using him. I don't know. Maybe he won't even realize it. If I bring this up with him, maybe he'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone makes a good point. Wings also has an IQ of 68 and makes shit up as much as you do, Phil.
But it's blatantly true. All you got to do is watch a few highlight clips. His mods will say something to him that's completely false. And he'll be like, oh, really? That's true? And then
okay, can you name examples of these times, please?
Talking about it and act, oh, wow. It's pretty bad.
And again,
For
Phil
me, like, people...
Phil doesn't really go into detail about what was said about Phil to Wings. Like, he doesn't go anything what his mods say. Was this earlier today? Yes.
People come in here and say stuff to me, and I'm like, well, if it's true or whatever.
That's 62 IQ to you.
But I don't just believe
Well,
everything I'm
Marco.
told, because I know that everyone likes to fuck with people on the internet, and they're going to say dumb shit, right? Like, right now, some of the stuff that you guys say about Wings, I know that it's not completely true. It's kind of half-truths or, like, you know, spun a certain way to be toxic, even though it's not really what happened, you know?
Someone asked him, why did Wings say Phil's detractors are going to want to tune in on Monday?
Oh, I'm going to say this right now, all right? I'll say it up front. When we started talking this week about him coming on the show, 100% I made the offer. I said, dude, if you want, I understand that, you know, right now you're trying to make a living. You're trying to make your channel work again, you know, as your full-time income. 1,000,000% for your time, I'm willing to pay you. What we could do is we can split the profits of the show, whatever the show makes.
Uh-huh. So now all of a sudden you want to split the difference.
I will split it down the middle with you. It's all good.
You won't.
And you know what he said? I swear to God, he said, no, I don't want any money. He said, it's all good.
Okay, show us the actual evidence that he actually said this.
He turned it down. So, hey.
Sounds like a lie to me.
You know, I don't know why, but he turned it down. He said, no, he doesn't want any money from the show. So that's on him. That was his choice, and he outright said, no, I don't want it. So.
Sounds like a lie to me.
I can't make him take money, but he said no. So there you go.
Again, wanted to make him look like a good person, and all of a sudden, I don't want any money. Nah, Pam, I don't want your money. I do smell cap, too.
Stop the cap.
I
Badass
smell
with
it.
this shirt? I don't know about that. Why would this shirt make me look badass? It's just an Izod button down.
It doesn't make you look badass, Phil. It makes you look like a nerd.
Okay, well, some more shout outs here. Gee, thanks everyone sending me single dollars. I really appreciate the single dollars.
I thought it's better
That's
than
it.
having a few cents.
You got to challenge him to a Pokemon battle Ash Ketchum style. It's a proven way to make best friends. Just watch the anime.
Yeah, publicly stated. Prove it. What's up, Awuga? He has no problem with watching and believing Wings Detractors videos, but claims his detractors are lying about him. Make it make sense. That's simple. You just said it right there. He'll believe what a detractor says about LTG or Wings or even Boogie for that matter. But if someone makes up anything about him, and even though it's true, makes content about him, immediately Phil will go there. Nope, I didn't say any of that. They took what I said out of context, dude.
Jokes aside,
Juicy
I usually
butt.
think he tends to be light on trolling you. He has given you a lot of credit over the years as well. It should be a good combo. I think
Yeah,
it's
he's
gonna go
laughing
well.
there.
I think it's going to go well because we
And
do
voice
have some
cracking.
history. We have a lot of things in common from shit that we've been through. Like I said, being creators at the same time, going from being on-demand video creators to having to be streamers. You know, there's a lot to say there.
Yeah, a lot to say there, huh?
Let's see here. Okay, another $1 tip. I meant homemade creative stuff that you make yourself, that you completely make yourself, like you paint a spooky scene or make a paper mache tree. Something that makes effort, creativity, and imagination.
Yeah, there we go. Make something more creative instead of like getting things out of your closet and holding it up like it's art decoration. Hey, look, it's art. It's themed.
You want me to turn my background into arts and crafts show? I'm not in elementary school.
You're not creative then. You're just proving to your audience that you're not very creative. Also, that gets knocked over. Nice fucking model, honk honk.
I did that stuff when I was in elementary school.
Okay, and you could still do it as an adult. Yeah, sure, people can use crayons and color with colored pencils, and yet all of a sudden, oh, I can't do that. Elementary school, I can't do that. Lego streams.
You have arts and class crafts, you do this.
Arts and class craft.
Like, dude, I'm 43 years old.
Okay, and there's something wrong with making things out of paper mache. There's nothing wrong with playing with Lego at your age. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's the problem here and there, is that if someone tells you, make something with actual creative effort, nope, not going to do that because I'm 43 years old. I'm old.
I don't want to sit around making arts and crafts
Yeah, lots of adults are good at crafts. My folks like cooking glass, and a lot of people make their own costumes.
for the background. The record. All right, let me go on record. I don't want to make actual paintings. I don't want to make paper mache for my
Because you're not creative. You don't know art.
backgrounds. I actually think that stuff like this looks better.
No, it doesn't. It makes it look worse. It's very lazy with flashy effects. This looks like a yard sale. Whoever said it looks like a yard sale, congratulations. You're absolutely right. It looks pathetic.
Anything that I could come up with, maybe, you know. Okay, thanks for the $1.
Having time to hone a skill and do art is a sign of wealth, not poverty. This is true.
What is going on?
And laughs at this, too.
Oh, let's see here. Someone tipped the dollars. Says Tekken 3 was revolutionary and a pioneer in what we know as fighting games today. The way you wrote it off like that, was kind of insulting to fans. Tekken 3 is my favorite Tekken game of all time, and I was actually quite good at it.
But yet you don't want to play it?
and I played the living crap out of it in arcades, but it's 2025.
Okay, and there are still people playing classics to this day, Phil.
You can respect it, but like, for example, if Super Turbo was just released on PlayStation with HD graphics and it was remade, but it was a single-player game only, I'd be like, why do you want me to play that?
You would still play it anyway, Phil, because you love that game. You proclaimed that that was one of your favorite games of all time.
If this game, for example, if Tekken 3 came out right now, had online capability, lobbies, great netcode, I'd be like, cool, let's go for it, let's play it. I used to play the shit out of that game. I was actually good at it. My characters were Paul, King, Lei Wulong. Who's the other character? I used 4 characters. It might have been Nina. I'm trying to remember.
Phil, build some Gunpla or some Figmas in the background, but first, Phil, bite an 50 cal bullet. Paint the room red.
I had 4 characters that I focused on when I played Tekken 3. And I got pretty darn good at it. Like, I was good at, even with King, like, faking people out and going into the throw strings and things. But, why would you want to see me just play against a computer? Like, fighting games are meant to be competitive.
So what? You can play with a fucking computer, Phil.
You can play them offline, and there is some traction you can have with that, but for the most part, fighting games are meant to be played against other people competitively. Why would you want to see me play it offline? So,
why not? Prove to people that you're actually good and you actually put your money where your mouth is.
If you're taking it as an insult towards Tekken, you're barking up the wrong tree.
I mean, you just did, though, Phil. You say, who wants to play that game? Who still plays that?
Tekken, classic Tekken, I grew up playing, and I was actually good at it and liked it, but I just don't understand the appeal of what you're saying. You're acting like there'd be mass appeal to see me play Tekken 3 when it's an old game from the 1990s that you can't play online. Who would care?
I mean, Phil, you're just admitting that you like the game, but when someone asks you to play it, or even just said, hey, the game is up and available for people to play on PlayStation, why don't you go ahead and try it? Nope, can't do that.
Okay.
Oh, Phil definitely
Wow,
hates
$1.
Tekken.
Wow. Let's see here. You're going to make this about yourself like always. Yes, that's what you do. When you comment on things online, you add your own personal experiences and references to it. Therefore, you add something to the conversation. That's
okay, then explain the whole thing about that one Korean influencer that got murdered. What about Imaru at TwitchCon? What about that? You made that about yourself.
Called being, informative, creative.
It's not. It's nothing to do with being informative and creative.
Interesting.
No.
You don't just objectively talk about something, you subjectively talk about it. That's the point.
But that's the thing with this, though, Phil. It has nothing to do with you. Don't bring yourself up. But that's the thing with you, is that you bring yourself up. It's like, oh, yeah, what happened with this person sucked. But it didn't compare to what happened to me.
Or else why would you ever want to hear a
Because you want to out-victim the actual victim.
particular person weigh in on a topic?
It says the dumbass who got his hand held with Mega Man. And save stated.
Correct. Okay, let's see what else they have to say. It's like you always do when you play games. Huh?
Huh?
Nah, let's not bother. I don't even know what the fuck this person's saying.
Why bother? Because as soon as you saw someone saying you make it about yourself, you immediately wanted to end the conversation right then and there. So Phil only plays fighting games if it has an online feature, but doesn't do the arcade or story modes. He'll do arcade and story modes, barely, and then move on to the online. If the audience thinks the offline shit sucks, he'll immediately go to online. Yeah, no self-reflection.
Thanks for the $1.
Thanks for the
You can
$1,
always tell the most
stupid.
intelligent comments come out with the $1 tips.
Even though I saw no lies with that.
Anyway, Prince Habibian again with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Habibian. He says, ask him how he thinks your fans feel after you claimed a high road by not doing drama and banned them for bringing up drama just to do drama. What drama?
I mean, you've done that before. You say you don't want to do drama, and you talked about drama, and then all of a sudden someone brings up drama, you ban them.
Talking about?
You've done it, Phil.
What? Is there something in the air or the water today or something? Does anyone know what's going on?
The air and the water today. Yeah, someone poisoned the water hole.
During my 2 days off, did a vacuum open up and suck everyone's brain cells out of their ears or something?
Yeah, Phil loves talking about
what
drama.
What are you talking about? Thanks for $5. Anyway.
And thanks for the money, stupid.
Yikes.
Yeah, yikes.
Friend,
Anyway, so I would like input on this tomorrow. What's going to happen? What do you guys think? Are there things I should know? The things you want me to bring up? I'm not saying I'm going to bring them up, but I'd like to be informed if you guys have things to talk about or things to bring. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do as much research as I could by watching his content and, to be honest, watching some detractor content because you get to both sides.
But you're really not, though, Phil, because you always watch the detractor side of things. Not yours, though, because everything that a detractor says about you, it's always wrong. But you like watching detractor content on LTG, on Wings, on Boogie even. probably at that point. But you like watching those detractor content because it's not based on you.
See the raw stuff, but then you can also see their take on what he's saying, and they usually add background and context of stuff to try to figure
Even though you don't like it when your detractors do that, but you like it when they do?
out what exactly is going on, you know? And to be frank with everyone, all right?
Again, this doesn't make any sense, does it?
Watched this stuff, and after watching it, I didn't run for the hills. I didn't, like, say, oh, absolutely not. Like, there probably are some people that if I actually learned more about them, about what's going on with them and why people don't like them on the internet and shit, I'd probably be like, oh, God, I don't want to touch that with a 100-foot pole.
You did that with Medicare. Medicare wanted to do an interview with you, and then someone told you what he said, and you're like, I don't want anything to do with him. He said the N-word.
But in this case, I honestly didn't see much at all, besides things that people have been repeating for a zillion years and or stuff that I feel
Name them.
was blown way out of context.
Name it.
You know, but maybe that's stuff to talk about too. I don't know.
Name it. What was said? Phil the
here
hypocrite
we go.
only watches detractor content. The subject is someone who is slightly against him. Always.
So someone says, ask Wing for tips on which desk to get. I remember he paid someone $500 for a custom-built desk. Let me guess, this is a joke.
Reminder, Wing saying age of consent should be 13 isn't a deal breaker to Phil. Oh, absolutely not.
Someone ripped them off, or it's something that's going to piss him off, right? Of course.
Calls.
There you go. Okay, let's see here. Sarah, thanks for 7 months on Kick. It's not an official re-upping, so I can't add that to our leaderboard, but I appreciate you being a member for 7 months.
Oh, of course, but you'll do it for Kick. Oh, back to more dead air, I see. Whatever, Randy
Seriously?
March. Oh,
Someone
we
with
know.
$70 says PPP uses arts and crafts on his background, and it looks awesome while yours looks low effort. You think that someone who had free time to do arts and crafts as an adult is a sign of skill and or intelligence?
Yes. It does.
Why are you doing this to me?
It does. It does. What, flirty? Completely
You
forgot he
fucking
tried to
gay
get Medicare
bitch.
last year. It was during the interview. He wanted someone to interview him. And then he wanted to actually talk to Medicare because it was like a Make-A-Wish Foundation.
If you had told me PPP had kids and he worked with his kids and they worked together and as a family they did arts and crafts and he thought, oh, this would be a nice heartfelt thing to put into my background, then I'd be like, but you're like, no, he's an adult and he made arts and crafts he put into his background.
So what? Fucking Gundam makes Gunpla.
Oh.
And actually paints them too. Oh, he's fucking here, by the way, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be fucking terrible. So I'm going to build up some skip juice really quick. Because if this is going to be a repetitive thing of, oh, yeah, to try blah, 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 I'm just going to fucking ignore it.
I'm sorry.
But again, it's called a hobby. What up, Sequence? Yeah, it's a hobby.
That's my honest initial reaction. Oh, I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry? You're not even sorry about anything.
Oh, man. Anyway, thanks for another $1.
What if she knew? He's so obsessed with trying to act like an adult. Yeah, and he fails
Yikes.
at it.
Anyway.
Yeah, he's an adult who begs kids half
see
his
here.
age for money.
Boy, a lot of dollars today.
And people in wheelchairs.
How will Wings benefit from this besides more trolls bothering him? Are you paying him? As I already said, I said up front to him, I offered him, you know, to pay him. I said we could split
Skip.
publicly. He said
Skip.
publicly.
Oh, yeah, he said publicly. Where did he say it publicly?
He is trying to get a boost for his channel. He wanted Battlefield to work. It hasn't. That Battlefield did not take off for him.
I mean, at least he's still playing Battlefield 6, unlike you who dropped it because you want to starve the detractors.
He had hoped. So he's hoping that this will get more eyes on him and interest, you know, in him. You know, it might.
Yeah, Phil's
Might
a
not.
cry bully.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Was
The
Zero
way I-
Raven
the way
Knight.
I
Yeah, wow. Phil being toxic on what masculinity? Shut the fuck up, Phil.
see it. No harm, no foul. If it doesn't work, who cares? Big deal. It's one stream. You know, it's
Well,
not going
Jorge.
to hurt anything. I think what it is once you get to a certain point, you're like, how could it possibly hurt anything? Right? Like, it can't, you know?
Yeah, why doesn't it hurt anything? It doesn't matter, right? Doesn't make someone look like an idiot, right? Right? What up, Greedo? Yes, help others.
Okay, let's see.
Oh,
More
let's-
dollar nonsense. As you know, when it gets to complete nonsense, I don't even read it.
But you're reading it now. You're just not reading it out loud.
Mr. Burnell, you there?
Phil is foul.
Hello? Burnell?
Hello?
See? All right. Anyway, someone did a $2 super chat talking about cry bullies. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I mean, that's what you are.
For $2.
You're a crybaby, yet you cry that you're being bullied, or yet you want to bully other people.
I don't live online. I don't know what that term means. I don't care. Thanks for $2.
Yes, this is the
Okay.
person that is terminally online.
People really have to start understanding something. I've tried to explain this recently. I don't think people get it. So I'm 43 years old.
We know.
I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I grew up with an offline existence. So I had
We got it, Phil. We know. A crybaby cries for aid while striking you.
friends. I had hobbies.
You had no friends. You had no hobbies. Your dad tried to teach you how to ride a bike, and you refused.
Tangible things that I did. You know, I was playing outside with others,
You weren't.
toys,
Nope.
sports. But also, I was also kind of a nerd at the time as well. I was into video games. I was into comic books,
No, you weren't. No, you fucking weren't.
collectibles, that kind of stuff. It wasn't until the late 90s when I was already a teenager that the internet took off. And when the internet took off, that's when everyone started to live online.
Irishman's
I wasn't
dad.
full-time back
He
then.
did tangible things. What the fuck is tangible things?
There was no way there wasn't enough content. But what happened is over the last 20, 25 years, the world changed. Now everything is immediately online, instant gratification, news, games, information, everything is online, right?
I mean, that's what you do all the fucking time.
There's entire culture based only online terminology, memes and shit, okay? But I don't live online.
By the way, the whole thing with the internet came up in the 91.
Do I have an online
Like
presence?
early 90s when the internet first came out. But
Absolutely.
internet progressed as time went on.
Absolutely, I do. I've been a YouTuber for 17 plus years. And before that, even I had an online presence in the Street Fighter community. So obviously I have a huge digital footprint when it comes to being online and all of that. But
Yeah, you do. And that's being a fucking asshole to everybody on the SRK forums.
I have a separation of life between when I'm online and offline. When I'm right now online with all of you,
But you're online constantly, Phil. Even when you're away from your streams, you're constantly online. That's why the term terminally online means. But yet you like to say that everybody's eternally online.
right? This is my stream. This is my business. We hang out. We talk about games. We talk about all kinds of shit.
You really don't, Phil. You only talk to people if they give you money.
That's my online presence. But the moment that this is off,
No, it was 95 when the internet first came out. Okay, so I was wrong.
it's not even in my mind. I'm spending time with my wife and my family, and
But still, the 90s.
I'm doing shit that's way more important over here that has nothing to do with what happens inside of this room. Okay?
But yet, you do the exact same thing day in and day out, Phil.
For you, probably just live online
What?
24/7.
This is coming from the guy that's terminally online, immediately telling other people that they're always online, that they're eternally online. Yeah, it's okay. I know. I'm an idiot at times. I know. I take my L's every once in a while.
Which is why when you
Bob Hofford, thanks for the 27 months.
do a $2 super chat and you ask me about, is it fair to call people or call you cry bully? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't care either. I don't
Sure you don't.
care to learn
Fuck
this
facing
ridiculous
baby chick.
nonsense that you're now pulling out of your ass, some new term that some idiot made up overnight. Now every fucking moron regurgitates it on the internet
Even though crybully was always a term.
because it's a groupthink mentality. If we all say the same word and we kind of recognize the meaning behind it, the meme, oh, we're smart and we feel like we belong to something.
Immediately starts creating a conspiracy theory around the term crybully.
You do. You belong to ridiculous online antisocial
Yeah,
behavior.
he was on Kino Casino stream for hours and Gen tweets on the daily. And yet he says he's not terminally online.
Your mind is cracked, okay? Like, I don't care what cry bully means. I'm sure it's insulting. I don't have time for you. All right? I have important things to talk about. Okay.
You can tell what things gets him, especially the term crybully.
Thank you to Baja Blasted, who has resubscribed to the channel.
Skip.
Week. Leaderboards reset and all
Yep.
of the week have reset. So that's actually our first sub of the week over on Kick. I appreciate
I think it's called terminally ill.
that.
Yeah, he has terminal illness.
Cool.
Skip.
Again, I want to ask you guys, please tag me in chat. Let's have some conversations or topics.
Skip.
We're at 5.
Skip.
Domino.
Skip.
DSP.
Skip.
interesting
Skip.
You know,
Skip.
obviously.
Skip.
I mean,
Skip. It's about food. Skip.
the nonsense continues from idiots, so I'm just not going to read that.
Skip.
Am I going to talk about Battlefield at all with Wings? Yes, but not what you're thinking. But I think I'm going to bring it up for a good reason.
Okay,
You'll see what I
why?
mean.
At least Wings is actually
Yes,
playing
it is
Battlefield 6, unlike you who dropped it.
Here it is full autumn weather with rain clouds and very cool temperatures.
No one cares. Skip.
Here's what Green Guardsman just said. Sorry, I'm sifting through a bunch of questions. That's why there's a little bit of dead air there. He says, having a wife yourself, would you bring up the abuse allegations against Wings and his wife? What do you mean?
You know full fucking well what that means.
Abuse
What, mental patients?
allegations. Okay, what abuse allegations? Let's hear this. I'd love to hear this.
They told you what happened, Phil, and you completely disregarded it.
Are there actual ongoing abuse allegations?
Yes.
And evidence behind it.
Yeah. It's called Fat Camp. Yeah, he knows, but he's gonna be like, oh, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What allegations are you talking about? Smile, smug, smug, smile, smile, smile.
Yes, I saw that PS2 turned 25 today.
And you don't care. Surprised he didn't mention anything about Miskif on Imru thing yet. Absolutely not.
See, this I did not see. Buckwell says he hit his wife in a car when she honked at someone.
Yeah, slapped his arm.
When did
Or
that
slapped her arm, excuse me.
happen? Was that on camera?
Yes.
I've never heard of this. That, like, when was he filming when he was, wait, when he was driving, she was driving? I'm so confused. No, what everyone has heard and seen the clip of is the stupid fat camp nonsense.
No, they've seen the video of him actually slapping Kelly on the arm because she was honking the horn. He told her to stop. She kept honking it. He slapped her wrist.
Right? From back in, what was that, March? I think? April, February, March, whatever that was. That's what I've seen, and that's what I think everyone has seen. I don't know about what else you're talking about.
Someone told him about Wing slapping his wife's hand on Wednesday. Yeah, you mentioned it already. Yeah, stupid fat kid nonsense. He power slammed her on the table.
No. People are saying his friend was in the backseat filming and he slapped his wife's arm. Oh, no. What? Oh, no.
Yeah, that happened. And Phil's immediate response is, oh, no.
Alert the authorities. Quickly.
Yeah, funny, huh? This is funny, huh? You think Phil respects women? Not all he care less. Absolutely.
How much time do you spend online?
And that's it? You immediately go to that person and say, how much time do you spend online, you fucking idiot?
Kill yourself. Oh, man. How much time do you spend online, folks?
I don't know why he's face palming.
Can I ask you that?
Less than you, Phil. Yeah, that's his only defense. It's
Oh
like,
my
really?
God.
Someone even asked in this YouTube chat, so you're endorsing this behavior?
My wife canceled her Game Pass Guitar
love.
Player. She said she just didn't care about it anymore, and she canceled it entirely. So
No, it could be because of you.
yeah, and she ended up buying
Domestic violence, that always makes my ribs hurt from laughing. Ack.
Car Wash Simulator 2 outright, and she's playing it on the mini PC. So now she can basically just relax and play it at her own pace, not have to worry about Game Pass, availability or whatever.
He does we do realize that the game's $25, right?
Oh, by the way, thank you to Be More Righteous. You did send some kicks earlier, right? And I didn't put them on the leaderboard. Let me do that now.
Skip.
Day. I got engaged over the weekend.
Oh.
$10 anonymous tip. Today's my birthday. I got engaged over the weekend and had a great time. Welcome back. Well, congratulations on your engagement. That is awesome to hear.
Yeah, you don't really sound like you're enthused about it.
Everything's going well for you. Maybe you're planning out some awesome stuff, and that is awesome news. Thank you for the support. I'm glad to hear that you obviously had a pretty good weekend, right?
Oh, good news. You got engaged? Well, thanks for the money. That's more than happier.
Sweet.
Yeah, sweet.
Awesome. Thank you for the support as
Yeah,
well.
stop lying,
hey, I
Ted.
think
You're not
that your
engaged.
engagement news is more important than that. Good on
Stop
you.
lying, Harvey.
Here's a question, and you don't have to follow up and answer.
I wonder if that person's wife knows he blows money on DSP. Probably not.
You don't want. But I'm just curious, with the crazy economy and the inflation and all the prices,
Oh
you
my
got
God, no.
engaged, but are you actually considering getting married anytime soon? Or are you actually going to hold off?
This is coming from the motherfucker that said that inflation was a myth, that inflation wasn't real back in 2020 and 2021.
I'm just curious because, man, like, I can imagine the cost of just trying to do, like, a wedding now. With how fucking expensive everything is right now.
Or you could just go down to the courthouse and get married by a justice of the peace.
Travel.
You know, like your dad did to you and your wife.
Booking of anything. Food. I mean, it's probably a nightmare.
Yeah, you could do a cheap wedding. What the fuck? Like, it doesn't have to be overly expensive, dude. It doesn't have to be overly expensive. It could be a cheap old wedding.
Keep in mind, you could also always just do what my wife and I did and do a little private thing just for your family.
Yeah, with your
and your
dad.
friends. It doesn't have to be a big to-do for the public, like a lot of people think. For some reason in America,
Oh my
we
God,
made
no.
weddings more about the people outside of the wedding than the people getting married in a lot of ways, right? It has to be this big social event where you invite 1 million people, and you know what I'm saying?
It's mostly friends and family. What the fuck are you talking about? And yeah, no shit, it's gonna be a big social event. Someone in their family got married. Someone's friend got married. What the fuck are you talking about?
giant venue with music and
It's a celebration.
food and all of that. You realize that's not what weddings ever were meant to be.
I mean, that's what the reception is, Phil. That's what the reception is. It's to congratulate the newly wedded bride and groom. That's what weddings are, dude.
Back in the day, weddings always took place in the backyard or in a house or, at the church, and you just go home and you hang out. It wasn't meant to
No, not really.
be a giant festival of spending.
Well, Astro, he has no friends.
But that's somehow how it became in the United States. It became this commercial thing that put you into massive debt for
What?
some reason. I don't know how it became that.
You do realize that people of the family are the ones paying for the wedding, right? It's not necessarily the bride and the groom. It's the family paying for it.
way, but
You know, the parents of the bride and the groom, they're getting together and making the wedding. Hello? Huh?
Big black butt.
No, Phil's right. Weddings were never meant to, were never meant to be that. They were meant to be contracts bonding families together. What is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about, Dapper. Yeah, it's one day.
exactly. That's the other thing. Wedding stuff is so expensive on purpose because these companies feel like, hey, this is your one big thing of your life, your big opportunity, right? Once in a lifetime thing. So you're willing to spend and spend and spend, right?
Dude, it's Kobe hard. Yeah, Kobe's so hard because his wedding was
Huh?
so small.
He's going to
What,
tell his
Quasar?
audience he's behind on taxes and use the money to get married instead. Who, me? That definitely didn't happen. I mean, you can
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. Don't lie to yourself.
argue it did because you're an idiot.
You can get a cheap wedding in Vegas from a drive-thru. I didn't know there were drive-thru weddings.
You'll never have any evidence of that because it didn't happen. And why did you say it like that? Why didn't you say you told your audience you were behind on taxes, but you used the money to get married? You worded it wrong. Why are you so confusing?
But where's the lie? Yeah, where's the lie?
Why are all my trolls so slow?
What?
It's so hard to even have try to figure out what they're saying because they can't even type right. Like you didn't even
Once in a lifetime thing when 50% of marriages end in divorce. True.
phrase it correctly.
Yeah, just go to the courthouse. Yeah.
Average people, yeah, it did. Okay, it happened, huh? Okay, so prove it right now. Can you prove it? Can you prove that I said that I was behind on taxes, I needed some money to pay them, and so I raised money on a stream, and instead I put that money towards a wedding? Can you prove?
Oh, absolutely. I will gladly do this for you. I will gladly do this for you, Phil. You had a fucking fundraiser where you're trying to spend, build up money so you can go see your fucking family in Connecticut because your mom and dad were dying. And you're saying, I want to go see my family. I don't have a child. They might not live for very much longer. Back in 2018, 2019. Later on, you got some money. You went over there to Connecticut anyway, got fucking married. And then when your mom was giving you $4,000 for a honeymoon for you and Kat, you immediately told your fucking mom, we don't need a honeymoon right now. I need my money for taxes. That money needs to go for taxes.
Prove it right now. No?
And then you lied to your mom about the 10-year plan. 10 years, I'll go get a job, mommy.
So you're a fucking idiot. You made it up because you don't like me, so you just made up a narrative. There's no way you could prove it because it didn't happen.
You said this. You told the story that you got money for a honeymoon and immediately used it for taxes. That's what you told your mom.
No one could ever prove
What
it.
a legacy. What up, Josh McClain? Also, thanks for $4.99. Phil's so boring right now. I see the occasional crash out videos. I haven't listened to a pre-stream in a while. He's so scared to do anything. Oh, when isn't he scared to do anything?
You're a moron. There's
Hey,
nothing
I'm back and he's still not playing the game.
else to say about it. All you can say, I made an accusation. Yes, you did. Now, where's your evidence of said accusation?
And then someone gives you said accusations and gives you said evidence, and immediately you go, that's out of context. Oh no, you're making fun of Jade.
Jade, no!
Oh no, he also posted the images on Instagram. Oh no.
I don't like you. I don't need evidence.
Also, someone's telling Phil, stop taking baits. But Phil's good at taking the bait.
That's what I deal with every day. Like, literally. Well, we just don't like you collectively, so because of that, we don't need evidence. We just believe that you're a bad person. Yeah, but that's not actually, evidence of anything. You're just stupid.
Even though it can be considered as evidence, Phil. Someone provides you with said evidence, you immediately say it's out of context.
You just showed that you're part of a
No
mindless
Jade in chat, I wonder why.
groupthink mentality of people who don't like me. You're just, again, terminally online,
Says the one that's terminally online.
always connected, plugged in losers who mean absolutely nothing to anything in society.
Even though a good majority of the tractors out there aren't terminally online like you like to say that they are.
Jade, no!
Yeah, he looks so rattled about this too, and immediately goes with a smug face. I'm taking this face too. I'm taking this one. This might come in handy here. Keyword, might.
What are you talking about? And then on top of it, he sent me $5. Like, not only to phrase it incorrectly, have no evidence of anything. And
How can that guy be so stupid when he lost nothing out of saying something true?
sent me $5.
Luis, I don't know why he's bitching about weddings.
Oh, man.
Yeah, oh man, oh boy. Phil's a blobfish, so it makes sense.
I'm not hurt. I'm sad.
Wait, what?
Why do I sound so hurt?
You do. You sound like you're defeated.
I'm not hurt. I'm sad. You have to understand, this is the state of humanity.
What?
I'm so hurt. I'm not hurt. I'm sad. You have to understand, this is the state of humanity.
I'm not hurt. I'm sad because of humanity.
In 2025.
What?
We have an entire generation of people that their entire life has been plugged into the internet.
What? What?
So they actually think that it's like important. They actually believe that the whole lolcow culture is important, that this crap of online drama is important.
What?
They actually think that it means something and that like it doesn't. Like, you have to understand, my generation, we don't give two fucks about you.
Yeah, he sounds so butthurt about this. He only gets more depressed as it goes on. It's amazing. This broke him. He's super low energy after this, and this one hurts so bad. Also, this right here.
And that like it doesn't. Like, you have to understand, my generation, we don't give two fucks about you.
My generation, we don't give two fucks about you. Uh-huh. Sure about that one, Philip. Sure. But why is it every single time a detractor does something, you immediately bring it the fuck up? Did you hear what my detractors are saying about me?
And your nonsense. It doesn't affect us.
I mostly watch football and basketball. I definitely don't think about Phil constantly. Right now, I want to play RV there yet.
In any
Or
way.
Power Wash Sim. You're not Gen X. Shut up. Yeah, he's born 82.
Like I said, you could sit there and make up as much as you want about me online every day and just
And
talk
yet,
about
for some reason, it gets you rattled. Your jimmies are rustled by this. Immediately, you sound defeated when someone brings it up.
it until you're blue in the face. But at the end of the day, my streams do well.
Uh-huh. Your streams do well by begging. Okay.
My content is entertaining to an audience that likes to support it.
By the way, really quick, before we continue on, by the way, I made a bet with somebody. I said that his fucking first part will not do well. Let me take a look really quick. DSP Gaming. Let's take a look right here. Bear with me for just 1 second. I'm going to look at, not lives. Let's see, short. Let's see. Roll this up a little bit.
Front-facing baby chick.
Let's do this really quick. So here's the stream. So this is what I have here. Oh, hey, look. Part 1 of Tormented Souls 2. 1.2k views. So it did get over 1.k. It got over 1,000, just a tiny bit. But then parts 2 and 3, 525, 552. Huh, successful. Let's take a look at a little further downward. Let's look at Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 1, 1.5, 1.7. This is where he started rage quit because of the title, because he clickbaited. And then he went back to playing the game anyway. 758, 909, 439. So right then and here, his first part doesn't really do that well. You know, for a channel that has, let's see, 221k now. Oh, so it went up a number. Huh, imagine that. Imagine that. Doesn't do very well for a guy that proclaims that his content is successful. Really, he's not successful if you think about it, but he'll delude himself and lie by saying his content is successful. Keep coping, Philip. Keep coping.
Cope.
US Army, thanks for the 5. Didn't he do a marathon for the payment plan like a day before he left and then came back or for left for Connecticut, then came back and told them the Dent's mommy gave the money? Yes, he did. Yeah, for the honeymoon. He did. He did say that. He made up the whole story. He didn't make it up, but he made the whole entire story about that. He did.
When I go offline, my life is great. Everyone still
Uh-huh. Life is great, huh? But you really don't do anything exciting for your wife.
takes my money. It doesn't matter when
Uh-huh, what?
and my life is great. Everyone still takes my money.
Everybody still takes my money. Who is everybody, Phil?
It doesn't matter what the nonsense you've created online, this bizarre alternate reality narrative that you just want to believe,
I mean, Scopely takes your money.
that only you and your terminally online group believe. No one
Now he's been switching this up. Now he's no longer saying eternally online, because I think he watches detractor content by saying that it's terminally online, not eternally. And now he's saying terminally online.
cares. No one of any significance cares. Do you get that? I guess not. It really doesn't occur to you.
Nobody cares. And yet Phil's talking about this like nobody cares. You do kind of sound hurt. Okay, though.
That no one cares at all.
Why do you think detractors target you so much?
Nor should it. We're living on a
Get it, Chief?
different plane at a different level. You're living on this weird virtual online only existence of nonsense that doesn't matter. It doesn't
Then why are you treating it like it does matter then?
in any way. It doesn't affect normal people who actually go do real things in the real world.
Okay, name him. That voice sounds like he's ready to cry. Oh, absolutely he is. Yep, and now he's back to coping about it.
It's just sad. You look at humanity, you're like, dude, this is people. This is a group of people, right? They're real.
Wait, there's a bad apple juice monster flavor? I did not know that existed. Right now, I just have Pacific Punch.
Swamp Dog Clyde did a $2 super chat saying, this is the content I enjoy. Well, everyone enjoys different things and more power to you. Everyone.
But yeah, if they enjoy said content, you immediately say that they're idiots.
Everyone has the right to like or dislike what they like or don't. But
I think this actually made him realize the last interaction he had with Linda was scamming her, and he's reeling.
the thing that gets me.
Phil, no, your detractors want your dentist's money. We just want you to see. Yeah, we just want to see you broke for being a freaking sociopath.
The zaniness of the narrative.
Akeem, you
and
are
stuff.
someone who.
Like you actually created that narrative. So for those people who don't know what's being referenced here.
What?
So in 2019, I was not doing well. All right. In 2019, my content
In 2018 and 2017, you weren't doing well either.
was struggling because I was transitioning from being an on-demand content creator to a full-time streamer.
No, it had to do with something about paying back taxes, and you were going through a bankruptcy, or you were filing for one, and then you ended up doing that in 2020.
I've been streaming for 2 years. I felt like I hadn't really fully.
You were streaming for more than just 2017, Phil. You started streaming in 2024. Not 2024, sorry. 2014. There, I got it right. Sorry.
hit my stride and wasn't very
It's good. Gives off Adam Eve vibes.
confident
Oh, no.
in it. I know my setup sucked. The visual quality sucked. Like a lot of stuff was bad. So I was struggling to make ends meet. Financially, things were falling apart. Okay. And at that time, I was in a bad way when it came to things like paying my federal taxes and stuff. I wasn't even like raising enough to consistently pay it. I was barely making ends meet. I had so much debt that I would be.
And yet you still cry that you are in debt. You've never done well, Philip. You always leech off your parents and then your audience. And now his audience.
Raising funds.
Transitioning. I think he could. The better word to say would be shifted. He was shifting from on demand to streaming. That would have been a better term, but nope. Transitioning.
On a stream, and immediately that money would go
The
to
kick chat. Total Feezer victory. Sound the feasting horn.
pay a bill. And if I didn't pay the bill, I was in trouble. So if I'm immediately just paying every bill as soon as the money comes in, how do I have money to pay things like my taxes and shit? It was
He
all
does realize that they have grace periods, right? That you could actually ask your power company, your internet company, or any companies out there for an extension. You can do that, Phil.
awful. All right. So particularly, I do remember in 2019.
It was 2013. He started streaming. Thank you.
Bruh.
Wrong button. I meant that one. Sorry.
And not that I'm proud of this, of course, there were bad, things that I had to do. Like, I'm doing a stream with $1,000 goal. And if I hit the goal, I'm good off and I can pay my taxes and everything's good. And if I don't, I'm kind of hard up. I don't know what's going to happen. And it was kind of emergency
What,
stream need
Manolo?
help kind of a deal. Terrible that ever happened. I hope to never have to do something like that ever again in my life. Right.
And you put yourself in that situation. And then later on, you blamed your detractors for putting you in that situation.
So what happened was I did streams like that in 2019, admittedly, for sure. 100%.
And then when they told you or they caught you saying, hey, you play WWE Champions, you immediately lied about that too.
And then at the same time that all that was going down, all right, my parents contacted me and said, we really want you to visit us because we're getting older, because we're starting to get a bunch of health problems.
This I don't even believe is a thing. I do not believe this whole entire conversation actually happened. They'll just made up a lie so that people can be pitied upon him and be like, hey, here's some money.
We want to spend time with you while we still can and before things like fall apart, right? And who knows? Like the way that they were saying it was, it's not the end of the world, but at the same time, we want to have a nice time together with you and your fiance while we still can. Because we don't
Fiance, at that time, you weren't engaged.
know if our health turns or whatever,
This is something incredibly new because now he's saying that Kat was his fiance at that time, that they were engaged. They weren't engaged.
We're getting to that age, and they were getting notified that they were having some medical problems and things, and so they really wanted me to go out there. Okay, they paid for the entire trip, right? 100%.
Highly doubt that actually happened, though, Philip. Then why are you begging for people to give you money for it?
100%.
If this was all true, he would have been crying and begging all stream all month, which he did.
And I said that to everyone, like, we're going out there to hang out with my parents because that's what they want, because, they're saying, it's an important trip to them. It's an important time to them, right? That's how I said it to everyone. I was transparent in my content. Listen, I'm going on a trip for a week. I'll be back after said trip. My parents are 100% paying for that trip.
This I call a lie. because he was still begging for people to give him money so he can go see his parents. He did that all throughout the entirety of it before he left. Also, by the way, this super chat, you're scared to have any to have a Discord call with any detractors or distractors. I think he meant detractors. If you want us to show proof, then grow a pair and stop living in an echo chamber, but you won't. Clown emoji. Where's the lie?
Now, everyone didn't know, because I purposefully kept this a secret, is Kat and I were actually really going out there to get married. This actually wasn't originally part of the plan. We wanted to get married. We were already engaged, but we had no clue when we were going to get married because we didn't know what we'd be able to afford or anything.
This is also a lie. Because throughout the entirety of it, people were asking him if he was going to get married to Kat. He said that he didn't have the money for it. He had no money to get married at that time. He was in talks about getting married, but had no money to do so. So this is a lie.
And after my parents contacted us about this and said, we want to do this trip, we all just started kind of brainstorming.
Well, Cobalt, it's so funny he has to explain his parents paid as a defense. It's an excuse, more than likely.
I'm like, well, yeah, well, wait a minute. Coming back to Connecticut, we could maybe just do something small time, but hey, at least we could get married.
Entrapment was the plan.
And we could spend some time with, with the family while we're there. We could have kind of just a few days together because we knew we couldn't afford a honeymoon or whatever. We were already financially distraught.
Again, you had the chance to have a honeymoon because your mom gave you $4,000 for said honeymoon, but you said, no, I need to pay my taxes with it, mommy.
How are we going to do a honeymoon? But instead, let's just spend a few days in Connecticut together, do some fun stuff together. There's an awesome zoo, there's shopping, there's food, great Italian food and stuff. So it'd be a nice time.
But you said it was bad, though. You said the food was bad.
Swing of things working and try to get out of the financial situation I was in. So that's what happened. And we went, again, we went. My parents paid for everything. It wasn't a super expensive wedding because it was all done.
I don't know why any of it matters. It's not like his mom could dispute anything because, she's dead.
At my parents' house.
What, Midway Monster? I don't have money to do it. 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 I don't have money to do it.
With the Justice of the Peace and some very close-knit family members and friends. And that was
it. Was your dad.
It. And we went and had a big dinner, which I told you about. I told everyone about this the moment that I came back. It was a big thing, telling everyone what really happened on the trip. And
then you posted it on Instagram.
So all that happens, right? And then immediately the trolls, of course, say, oh, well, you see, those fundraisers you just did that to pay for the trip. Well, no, I didn't. I literally wouldn't have went on the trip if it weren't for my parents paying for it. And in fact, I even had...
When you see any payment that's $4.99, that's an Apple payment. With YouTube and Apple, they're taking a 30%. DSP will only get $2.44. Oh, damn.
Had revealed this to, which again, bad history of me revealing too much personal information. I probably should have never revealed this. But, my mom and I had this very serious conversation about my financial problems and things that were going on at that time. Keep in mind, this was 6 years ago and all this is resolved now. But...
with the bankruptcy.
Basically, she wanted to send us on a honeymoon. She wanted to pay for us to go on a honeymoon. And I said, Mom, what's the point of my wife and I going on a honeymoon if we come home and we can't pay our taxes and then we lose our house, right? What's the point of that? I said, if you're going to give us money, we got to put it towards the thing that's important.
So you suckered your mom into giving you money to pay your taxes, in quotes.
Keeping our house. So if you're going to offer a trip we can't accept, if you're going to offer us some money so we can put it towards the most important things, like keeping our house and paying our taxes, then I'll accept.
Again, your mom gave you money to go on a honeymoon, and you immediately told your mom, we don't need a honeymoon right now. Me and Kat don't need one. I need to pay my taxes.
And that was a discussion we had.
Notice this is suddenly calling her stupid, too.
Yeah, and she was basically...
He's done this before.
Very upset. She wanted us to go on a honeymoon. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? That's not the life I'm in right now. The federal government ain't going to be so happy to know that they're not getting payment from me, but then I went on a fucking trip, that's not how it works, right? So my mom ended up giving me some money.
Hey, Mom, you're stupid. The government doesn't care if I go on a honeymoon. They will come and take me away.
I used it to combine with the money that I had raised on the streams. With the money my mom had given me, I paid the taxes.
And you pay that through Scopely, too. And you need money for Scopely, and your mom gave it to you.
Taxes got paid, and I was...
Flash, thanks for the 5. Phil's information would be revealed one way or another. Oh, absolutely, it fucking would. Absolutely.
It was good, and then you all know the story. I went through a bankruptcy and all of that, and now I'm...
Yeah, and how you did the vest streak, and la-di-da-di-da, you made enough money to go do the bankruptcy. You lied on the bankruptcy. You got that cleared, surprisingly, because COVID.
In a much, much, much better position. Never going to go back to that situation ever again.
What up, Tina? I got some new lore on the 10-year plan from Leanna. Oh, shit.
Again. So, learn my lesson, the stupid mistakes that I made, and that's that. So ever since then, the narrative has been, oh, well, Phil scammed his viewers. He did all these fundraisers for say, to pay his taxes.
You did.
But then he went to Connecticut. He spent all the money on a trip to Connecticut to get married. That didn't happen at all. I literally didn't spend $1 of my own money while in Connecticut.
Then why'd you bring up this whole entire story? Shows that you're lying about it.
$0 were spent.
Same thing when you made it the whole fundraiser about, hey, save the house, or hey, help me pay my taxes or else I'll go to jail.
All the money was spent on the taxes, and then the more money that my mom gave me was also spent on the taxes to pay them all off so that I was good, I was even. So, again, but they made that up. Now, where's their evidence? Oh, well, the evidence is that you've lied about other things. That's not evidence of this. That's like saying, so someone once did something bad. That's just evidence that they've always did things bad forever. You can just infinitely accuse them of anything you want forever because you think that they did something bad once.
Because you can look at what they did recently. You can actually look back in their past to see what they did wrong.
No, that's not.
It does. Because if they have a history of doing it, then yeah, it's worth looking into.
How life works. That's not how life works in reality, in fantasy, in a court of law. That's not how it works. Like, nowhere does it work like that. Only in your broken, twisted, terminally online fantasy world of circle-jerking detractorism does that actually, like...
Circle-jerking detractorism. Yeah, sure, once. What's up for Lily?
Cold water. Normal people don't think like you because normal people aren't stunted. They didn't grow up online.
What about your audience, Phil? The ones that have to give you the disability check to keep you afloat.
They actually did things in real life. They had...
Hogan's ain't cheap, bruh.
They needed intelligence to do them. You know? It's the problem with this generation. The generation of the stunted. It really is. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, just search up DSP 10-year plan. You'll see it.
The world we're growing up in. Everyone around me is like half retarded. They can't even do basic.
Oh, no, not half retarded. Oh, no.
You might be artistic or you're retarded.
So by Phil's logic, Imaru won't be lying, even though she's constantly lied time and time again. According to Phil, yeah.
Bruh.
He lied to his mom. He told her it was for the soap business. Also, it was Leanna who wanted to move to Washington and as Florida. She couldn't make herself from home. Phil kept debt from her. Damn.
Shit.
Yeah, something ain't adding up. You're saying one thing, but your body language is saying something completely different. That's Phil for you. Up and then back to silence. There he goes, taking a coke sip. There he goes.
And there he goes. And people bring up the 10-year plan, right? So the 10-year plan, it's just great. It's amazing lore that these people have fabricated.
Because that was the 10-year plan that you told your mom.
The 10-year plan is lore.
Again, that's what you wanted your mom.
That people have brought
That's what you told your mom. You said, hey, if it doesn't work, 10 years, I'll get a job.
Time to time again from this visit that I had to Connecticut. During the visit, when I was talking with my mother about we can't go on a honeymoon, my mom said, well, listen, if you're really in this financial distress and all this is going on, you have to find a way to get yourself out of it. You can't just be stuck in it forever.
Facing baby
so
chick.
We need you to figure this out. And I said, well, we can have like a 10-year plan. And what it could be is within 10 years, I'm systematically taking steps to get myself out of the realm of online content creation and transition myself into some kind of an offline job or career.
Good luck with your fucking zombie resume.
So that I'm not beholden to people on the internet anymore.
Good, yeah, and you still do that to this very fucking day. You're still beholden to the internet to give you money, Mr. E. Beggar. US Army thanks for the 5 mil. Maybe he should have paid his taxes properly instead of off trying to defraud the government. But that's what Phil tends to do day in and day out. Lie about things to get his way.
And I don't have to worry about, oh no, you know,
oh no,
you're saying something or doing something and it affects my livelihood. Okay? That's what it was supposed to be. So I was working on that. I was actually taking a look at different things to do.
You weren't.
You know, jobs I could possibly take on. And then COVID happened. And COVID changed
COVID happened. There he goes, making up yet another excuse.
the entire world. COVID 1,000,000% changed
He told his mom in 2014 that by 2016 he would be off the internet, and yet here he is.
everything. All the opportunities and things that would have been disappeared.
Okay.
All the jobs dried up. Careers and things are gone.
Ear
Everything's
twitch.
gone from
Ear twitch. More lies.
the United States, outsourced anything that would have been of value. Like, just take a look around here at what happened with places like Boeing. You know, a place where, oh, that's a good place to work. Not anymore. Boeing mass layoffs, lost contracts, everything fell apart.
Boeing, you mean Sikorsky?
You know, even think what you do retail. Retail's awful now. Retail is a joke. Retail, they don't even educate anyone who even works at the store, including the management.
Yeah, sure. He never got COVID, but yet wants to bring up COVID every once in a while. Again, it's an excuse. Bill would need to start his own business to an excellent job with his zombie resume and not this YouTube channel thing he's been doing. But he can't, though, because if he goes to an actual job, he'll just say that he had a successful business.
Yeah,
And he will use his actual channel as said business.
you know, it's completely unprofessional. Everyone's just
Blow me.
completely disposable. Everyone's mistreated. Not even consistent hours. Can't get health care. It's just a joke. So anyway, after COVID happened, I looked at the situation. I was like, I don't even think it's feasible. I actually think
Oh, Boeing. Okay, never mind.
good thing I didn't jump out of content creation and go to an offline job because I probably would have lost my job and I would have been completely screwed. 'Cause I would have been out of the content creation loop, people wouldn't have cared about my content anymore because I would have quit.
Sure they wouldn't.
You know, I would have actually shot myself in the foot.
You do that constantly.
And then on top of that, like I said, I went through a bankruptcy. I got myself out of the bad situation.
Sure.
I'm much better now.
No, you're not.
So the point of the 10-year plan was, well, if I'm stuck financially and content creation's not working and I'm really screwed, get myself out of it. Well, I'm out of it.
You're not out of it, Phil. You never been out of it.
And it's 6 years. In fact, I would even argue about a year
What,
ago
Navy? What I miss, if anything? He's lying again.
I got out of it. So in 5 years, I completely got out of the situation that was supposed to take me 10 years to get out of. But the bonus is I'm still doing what I love. I'm actually more successful at it now than I ever was.
No, you're not. This is where you're fucking lying about it. Will Phil get bankruptcy again? Probably.
And
Funny thing is, I lost my job because of COVID, except because my employer, like me, he hired me back. There's a chance for anybody, Phil. Yeah, but Phil doesn't seem to understand that at all.
I'm actually happy and healthy.
You are not happy and you are not healthy, Phil. Again, they show it through their actions and don't tell you that they're happy and healthy. Show, don't tell.
Which actually wasn't even part of the plan. Now I weigh less. I'm actually getting fit.
You are not, on both accounts.
I'm having a great relationship with my wife. Like
Great relationship with your wife. Where is she then?
everything is good. So you say 10-year plan. No, I already beat the 10-year plan in
You didn't beat the 10-year plan at all, Phil, because you're still struggling.
5 years. I cut 5 years off of it and I'm good. I'm on the right path. Everything's going well. So what's your point about a 10-year plan?
And guess what, Phil? You're going to blame Kano Casino for everything, but yet 5 years, you beat it in half the time. The 5-year plan, it was because Kano Casino brought you in and sent their audience over to you to make you money.
Exactly.
Supposedly.
You have none. You're an idiot.
Yeah, then why no vacation then? Oh, you can't do that.
Live terminally online. You circle jerk each other in your community to think, oh, see, Phil had a 10-year plan. He failed. No, I exceeded it. I actually beat it.
Again, why is it that you're hesitating to say this and you're looping again?
I beat the plan. In 5 years, I'm better off than it would have been if I had actually quit doing content creation and got a retail job. I'd be making way less than I make right now. I'd probably be miserable. I'd be stressed out to my limit, barely making ends meet. Instead, in 5 years, I'm much better off.
Bro, I used to work sales. The pay was shit, but I didn't get the benefits, and I had to learn how to communicate with the people. It's a job. You make the most of what you have, Phil. Exactly, which Phil does not seem to understand this at all. Because most people that go to their job, they're doing it to make ends meet. They're doing it, in some cases, just to get by, which is something that Phil does not seem to understand. In order to be successful, you have to struggle. And Phil doesn't want to struggle. He just wants to be successful.
So what is your point? Again, no one ever has a point. Because now that I just said that, now they'll move on to another thing. Well, let's talk about something else instead. But wait a minute. We just talked about your narrative about me spending tax money on a trip. That's completely blown out of the water because you have no evidence of it.
Even though people can pull up evidence of it as they speak, but yet you'll look at it and be like, that's out of context.
Then you brought up the 10-year plan. I just completely got rid of that. So what's next? Well, on to the next, right?
No, because you kept looping it around. And if it wasn't for Kano Casino, you wouldn't be in that 10-year plan anymore. Think about that for a moment.
This is how they live.
Or he would be, sorry.
This is literally how they live.
This is how they live. Yeah, he knows jack diddly shit about detractors. Leanna said in late 2013, before her and Phil moved to Washington, that Phil was telling her he was living paycheck to paycheck. The same year, he made over $200K. Oh, yeah, totally paycheck to paycheck, huh? He beat himself before the 10-year plan.
You know?
What a cope, dude. What an absolute cope. Yep.
You see these people, they bring it up, right? They all want to bring this nonsense up.
What nonsense?
And they do. So then all of a sudden, it gets addressed. They get completely destroyed, like always.
They don't get destroyed, Phil. Instead, you're sitting there hesitating with your words that you're saying. You're stuttering your words around day in and day out, and you think that you won. Bitch, you didn't win anything.
So then they either say it's boring, why is he bringing this up again? Because you did. Or they just move on to the next topic. You're right. They're eternal losers.
And yet, this is the motherfucker that's given detractors content by speaking. Abracadabra, create as you speak. That's what you're doing.
The only reason...
Hamster! Fuck this! The hamster has invaded. I still need to get... Goddamn it, Nugs. I do need to get a hamster emote now. Fucking goddamn it, Nugs. Nugs is bad. He's a bad influence.
Bruh.
But Plush X would have said, if Phil was in a great relationship with his wife, why did he not show the evidence or invite his wife to the stream, giving his viewers no restrictions on asking questions? Because if he did that, it would put his family in danger. It would jeopardize his family's safety. Or whatever fucking copious amount of bullshit Phil would like to spew out of his mouth.
People act like this is because they have no life. They
Says the one that constantly goes in day in and day out. Hey, I'm streaming a video game, guys, but give me money.
Yeah!
That shit was loud. Oh, it definitely was loud. I need to fix that.
literally their entire existence is right now online,
No, it's not.
trolling someone. They have
No, it's not.
nothing for themselves at all.
No, it's not.
No positivity, nothing to
No positivity.
show for anything.
Nothing to show for it. And yet he wants to sit there proclaiming that he's happily married, has a family, has a successful business, is good where he's at right now. And yet the detractors have those things that you claim to have, and yet you don't see them bragging about it day in and day out. They're not trying to do anything to flex on you, Phil, because they can just look at your existence and think, huh, I'm better than he is. This is just pure insanity. Hamster.
So all they do is they crap on others.
Says the one that's constantly crapping on people day in, day out. Yeah, what family, what business, what happiness? What is happiness? Well, Coolip, I'm about to 100% power watch Sim 2. I'd say that is pretty positive. It is. I need to do that too.
They're insanely angry and jealous at everything around them in the world,
Oh, I'm angry and jealous of everything in the world? Huh, am I?
so they have to lash out at those things
Huh, really? I do that?
to try to make themselves feel better.
I do that all the time? Me shitting on you every day makes me feel better? Huh, you don't say.
Bring down everyone else because you're not happy.
And yet you bring down other people all the goddamn time. And yet you're not happy.
Listen,
Who am I jealous of?
I've been there. I told
Yeah, I've been there on the SRK forums.
you guys when in the 2000s that was me. 100%. I've admitted it.
Yeah, you've admitting it, but yet you constantly change the fucking story to how you trolled people. But then you change it to, I'm the heel. I was trying to bring up excitement for it. And then you went back to, oh, I was just being a troll, you guys. I was a troll. I was miserable.
When I was in my 20s, I hated my life.
Well, then again, though, Phil, you also hate your life.
I thought that
I do not play Fortnite.
everything was going the wrong direction. I thought that I
But I did see that they're bringing in Simpsons characters. And I'm like, don't care.
wasted all the time that I'd spent in school, first of all, which was a lot of my youth. I was sitting in school going to classes that were completely worthless and got me nothing and went nowhere.
Getting bullied.
I put myself
What up, Dolph? Phil's an important groundbreaking point. Whenever you're feeling down, you can look at him and remember that you're doing better. Remember, you're not Phil.
into a bunch of debt going to college, which I thought was a complete scam and waste of my
Well,
time.
Hazel, you still hate your life, Philly boy.
The jobs I had, I hated.
Well, then again, though, Phil, everybody doesn't like going to the job that they go to. They do it to make ends meet.
Okay, the only thing I really had for me was competitive Street Fighter, which I was getting burnt out on, didn't like.
Because you're getting your ass kicked constantly, and every single time there's a money match, they would win money out of you, and constantly you were hiding in bathrooms.
You know, like a lot of things were just going the wrong way.
People should have kicked Phil's ass when he was in school. Would have saved us trouble. I think they did.
So I became an online troll. I started trolling people in the Street Fighter community and acting like a jerk.
Yeah. What about like a jerk? You're treating things like a jerk. What about Stranger Legs? What about Duty? What about Wings? What about Kino? Where you keep degrading and bullying them? You're not a hero. You're a terrible liar.
And I 100% now,
He's on Jankum.
as an intelligent, mature adult, regret that time.
Okay, motherfucker. This,
I 100% now, as an intelligent, mature adult,
as a mature, intelligent adult, which you are none of these things, by the way.
regret that time.
I regret that time. Sure, whatever you say. I'm about to 100% Arkham Asylum while listening to this. Positive vibes indeed. What up, Agent?
1,000,000%. I've publicly apologized for it.
You have not apologized for anything, Phil. And if you try to apologize for things, it's not sincere. It's as worse as pulling up a ukulele and be like, yeah, hold on. Oh, give me a minute. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You fucking gay bitch.
I didn't mean to do the things that I did. Give me money. I'm sorry. It's essentially that shit, dude. It's essentially that stupid shit. How he wants to sit there and be like, "Oh, I apologize for it." Yeah, totally. You zesty ass bitch. Yep, I apologize, but nope. Do you think something happened today, or he just woke up extremely pissed off? I've rarely seen him this aggressive and checked out. People kept bringing up his wife and kept bringing up the whole thing with his plan.
Privately apologize to certain people
You have not at all.
who I actually really were mean to back then.
You have not. Someone told you out on this thing. Like, remember Adam and Craig? They told you to go apologize to that person, which you claimed that you did.
And they've accepted my apology, which is amazing.
Yeah, the South Park. I'm sorry.
That they did that. Very big of them. And I moved on. 100%. I've moved
You
on from that
fucking
life. And I'm
gay
now a happy,
bitch.
positive, constructive person.
You are not. You could delude yourself into believing that you're all these things, but you're really not.
I don't need to dwell on the past because I'm past it. The problem is, a lot of people out there who are these online troll communities, they're in that level. They're in their 20s. They're angry at life. They're upset.
I'm in my 20s? Guys, I'm in my 20s? Holy shit!
Why can't I afford a house? Why does my job suck?
Even though there are people in their 20s that can afford a house, and yet you don't even own your own house, and you're in your 40s.
Why are these people online get all this stuff? I don't like them. So I'm going to crap on them all day.
Maybe because when they see someone like you that's constantly lying out their ass, yeah, they're going to call you out for the shit that you lied about.
Right? That's not a good way to go through life. I wish those years that I squandered being an online troll, I wish that I would
How detuned was that guitar? Very out of tune. But that's the point.
was doing something good for myself. Really, I do. I wish that I was working out. I wish that I was actually doing like more positive, constructive things rather than me just sitting there being angry at people on the internet all day
And yet you still do this.
because they were doing better than me.
And yet you're still jealous when someone else does better than you or makes more money than you. Like Keto Casino, for example.
You know? Really?
And that's it? Shoulda, coulda, woulda, Phil. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I own my house. I'm 36.
Okay,
Fuck
let's
you,
see here.
Phil.
By the way, I got another $5 troll super chat. Thanks. I'm not reading it, but I'm going to accept your money. I mean, I could not accept it.
And that super chat's point was taken.
I can't, you know, it's a super chat. I can't even like send that back if I wanted to. Thanks. Let's see here.
Well, I own my house, my land, and make enough money. I only work if I damn well want to. I'm pretty fucking
See, here's the
peachy
thing.
keen with my life. Name one thing that you own. You can't.
Someone tipped $2. He says, so you've reached the back in my day and kids these days part of aging. I remember Howard Stern made fun of the prior generation, then had a realization moment he became like his parents. I remember he used to make fun of the older generations for being out of touch. I think everyone has that moment.
You're still doing this very fucking day, Phil.
Or everyone should have that moment.
Well, Pika, I have not seen the Chainsaw Man movie.
When
But
you
I do want to.
look back at your past and you realized how immature you were and how stupid you were and how you were like knee-jerk reaction, emotional. And now that you get older, you mellow out and you get more mature and you get more wise and you realize there's better ways to handle things and you don't always have to be a jerk.
And you are still a jerk, Phil, because you've learned nothing from your past experiences.
You know, like, I think everyone has that moment. And to some extent, I'm going to agree with you here. I think when Howard Stern matured and became more like his parents, he got boring. Is when you don't care about him anymore. It's like, dude, you sound just like your parents, and that was who you always said was bad. Well, listen, number one, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't sound like my parents.
Of course not, because I guarantee you, your dad's on his way to death's door.
I don't.
Yeah, he just had the spoon rant last year, but he's matured and wise. Well, wild card.
Really, my parents and I never really saw eye to eye on many different things. And, you know, the way that I don't sound like my parents, but I definitely agree. Like, young Phil was this kind of like raging constantly, always upset about something. Life is unfair.
But here's the thing with that, though, Phil. If you learn nothing from your parents, then you've never really experienced life for yourself, and you've never even learned anything at all.
You know,
because that's what your parents are supposed to do. They're supposed to teach you the life's morality or whatever that is, teach you right from wrong. They're supposed to be teachers for you. Sure, they are your family, and you cannot choose your parents or your family, but at the same fucking time, they're supposed to be there to help guide you. And it just shows that they didn't guide you.
Mentality, and now it's more like, nah, I have.
He sounded less bitter in the past. True, Inkles, he did. Now he just sounds more bitter, like he hates everybody else in the world.
I've gotten older, and I feel like I don't want to do the kind of content I used to. Like, that's the other thing. Well, Phil, if you said sexual commentary and made racial jokes and did all this stuff, you'd be more entertaining.
Again, you can do that, but you gotta make sure that it's very subtle and actually is funny. The shit that you did back then was not funny. You wanted to reach out and grab Eva's titties was not funny. It made you look like a fucking pervert.
Yeah, I'd also be an asshole.
You still are an asshole, Phil. You just change up how to be an asshole. Dad, you're a failure and a stain on the Burnell family. Phil, my parent and I didn't see eye to eye.
Immature, loudmouthed, over-the-top asshole.
You still are an asshole, and you're still immature, Phil. You still are these things.
Which I don't want to be. At one point in my life, that's what I was striving to do because that's what I thought people wanted on YouTube. But I've been around for 17 years. I've laid the groundwork, and there's enough.
Again, the only reason why you made those jokes, Phil, because you admitted it yourself, that you're trying to cater towards the teenage audience because you want to do shock value to appease to them.
Tenure there, and there's enough experience there. People don't need to hear me be like that to be relevant.
You have no tenure and you have no experience, Phil.
No, I don't have to be some idiot to be relevant. A lot of people do. A lot of people have to be loudmouth, blathering idiots.
Hold on, backing this up really quick because someone in his kick chat.
Be relevant. A lot of people do. A lot of people have to be.
Yeah, hold on. Wings X DSP bingo. OG YouTuber talk. Perspectives on dealing with trolls. Talking about partners involved with their content. History of finally collaborating. Next on Lolcal Live. Being managed by Keem. Depression as a content creator. Weightless journey over the years. The state of humanity with the antisocial terminally online dunces. Maturing and adapting content over the years. Latest update. He's not going to read that.
Loudmouth, blathering idiots.
Says the one that's a loudmouth and a blathering idiot.
Just screaming at everything.
Phil's idea of visitation from his parents is a 5-minute phone call. You're not wrong. Dude still sees over crap that happened 10 plus years ago and is nothing filled with hate and jealousy. Oh, we'll get to that.
Relevant. I don't. I can be chill. I want to be chill.
You aren't chilled, Phil. You were never chilled to begin with.
There are times to get upset. There are times to get full of energy and
Amberlyn Reed, Gore World, weightless
stuff. You know what I'm saying? But not all the time, and certainly not extrapolating, over-exaggerating just for attention.
You do it all the time.
You know, and that's something that I think I've earned. 17 years of my life that I put into content creation. I don't have to be an asshole anymore.
Oh, Shiloh.
You know? I got another $2 tip. What would you say was your worst year of your YouTuber streamer career? I mean, it all depends on what you mean. Are you talking financially? Are you talking emotionally? Are you talking psychologically? You know, there's so many different things that happened.
You could just say a year and spout out why, but no. Instead, you're immediately asking this person, what do you mean?
In 17 years that,
What, Medusa?
you know, you could argue
He was coping a lot earlier.
were things that sucked. You know, when I moved across the country and all of a sudden it seemed like public attitude toward me completely flipped. That was the height of this is how you don't play.
Even though you had them flip on you even before you moved.
And it seemed like everyone just wanted to flip their attitude about DSP, who previously everyone liked. And all of a sudden he's like,
Everybody did not like you, Phil. You just pretended that people did.
whipping boy, the villain of the internet, everyone laugh and point, you know? Then there was the whole, you know, apocalypse / year where my personal life fell apart, my business fell apart. That was terrible.
AKA when Leanna left him.
Right? There was the whole, you know, the whole
Look,
bankruptcy
Dolph, you don't have to be an asshole. You get to be because you have no fear of retaliation.
and shit that I went through
And
when I was going
likes
through all
me.
kinds of crazy stuff at the same time, like getting identity theft was going on while I was trying to go through a bankruptcy and shit, which is all fucked. You know, all kinds of stuff.
That was 2020.
But the thing is, I don't want to dwell on things that were bad. I want to dwell. My hair is so bad today. I want to dwell on things that are good.
Again, how are you going to learn if you don't look back on the past to figure out what you failed at? Failure is the best teacher, Phil. I know I took that from Star Wars, but it's an absolutely good quote. I know it's from the worst Star Wars movie, but it's still a good quote because failure is the best teacher. It teaches you how to improve yourself. You did something in the past and you failed from it, but you take that as an experience and you get yourself back up and move forward from it. But yet you don't want to dwell on the past because, oh, you want to dwell on the good, but yet you'll bring up fucking grudges from 10 years ago. For fuck's sake, you brought the whole thing with Mike Watson on Twitter, and you tried to call him out on Twitter, and immediately he retaliated against you.
I would rather think about the things that are good in my life than dwell on the things that went wrong.
But that's the thing, though, Phil, because if you learned on the things that you failed at and actually improved yourself on, that's a good thing. That's not a negative thing. But you like to perceive everything as negative from begin with, and you don't want to really look at the positive without looking at the negatives all the time.
You know,
Up, Antonio. And this is why he's stuck at level 1.
especially because, thankfully for me, I don't relive the same problems over and over.
But yet you'll bring up old grudges that happened many years ago. Mike Watson says hi.
No, that's a good thing.
And yet you'll bring up what the detractors did to you back in the day, back when you first started on YouTube to now, constantly. Hello, Sylvian.
Lil Squish, how are you? What's up, Lil Squish?
Quit. Yep. Yep. Yep.
It's nice. today in Washington. Right now, it's only 70 degrees in my office.
Don't care. Skip.
I have my fan on low, and it's 70 degrees in here, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, fall down 7 times, get up 8. And if you fall down the 8th time, get up the 9th. You're jerking off on stream. That was 2016. Yeah, when he got his feelings hurt, he brings it up every time. Hence, cry bully. Yep. Uh-huh. And if Phil says that that's a terminology
guys,
made
so
this year.
Last chance, if you want to talk about something, you tag me in chat. A lot of idiots I'm just going to, toss. But
I don't ban
anyone
my
who wants to
chat.
Chat about anything, let me know.
I don't ban in my
And,
chat. I
thanks
don't
for the early
moderate.
support. We're already a third of the way to our goal, which is appreciated. It sure would be great to get some support from Kick. All we had was a couple kicks this morning. It would be great to get some subs and things on Kick today because we're starting off a new week.
Rafiki said it. Okay, Dolph, I'm sorry. Every single time you say Rafiki, I'm thinking of a completely different Rafiki. I know you meant Lion King. The past can hurt, but the way that I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. Yeah, that's exactly that. And then he gets smacked in the face. Like, that happened in the past. I look at failure like it's a blessing in disguise. Through the trials in life, there's a blessing. Even if the blessing is learning from it, you want patience. God teaches you patience. True.
Asking for an OG badge forever over on Kick. At this point, I don't think anyone's going to give you an OG badge. You've been asking for like 2 straight weeks. No one has complied.
Uh-huh. Unless there's a special deal going
to end
on.
the show, let's get some real support instead of a bunch of dollar tips and nonsense. All right? Let's get a super chat.
Yep.
Let's get a podcast.
Yep.
Mr. Burnell. There you go. There's our super chat.
Yep.
Let's get a boom, boom, boom.
Yep. 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 This is when he's. I'm trying to see like where he stops. There's more to this, by the way.
I believe there are free subs. Don't I gift subs myself? You're not supposed to.
Plush, thanks for the 5. Remember, folks, tomorrow's the level 666 666 pound podcast. God damn it. Why? Why would you do that? Stop that. Get some help.
To gift your own subs. I believe there are free subs again. Let me check about
Yeah, but you don't give them to anybody.
that. Membership. Excuse me, not the subs. The memberships on YouTube.
Who
They
cares?
actually gave them back. They took them away for several months. Tomorrow, gift out.
Yeah, someone asked him about the free subs. Oh, yeah, they got rid of them, but I'll give them to the Halloween marathon. Well, Ozzy. I hate when he acts like he's learned from the past, but in reality, he never
How much is
did.
left in
He learned from the flaws to try to fix things with others. No, he just wants something to self-cope to. When doesn't he?
song? I do not know. I don't spoil myself. I know that we have like 2 optional
Bullshit.
missions that we have to work on because we have them from the billboard things. And then I think there's the 3 areas we're supposed to find and be able to go in. And I don't know if you have to fight bosses or whatever to get these items to get to the final part of the game.
This is
I
a
couldn't
lie.
even find it last time. I was chatty.
This is a lie.
Where,
Just skipping all this. Skip.
you know? Does he have any decorations in his house for
On back of this up.
Friday?
Who's what? What is this about? I have to look at.
Ask Wing some questions about Halloween tomorrow. Maybe we will. We'll talk about Halloween. It is a holiday on Friday. And, you know, what's our history with Halloween? Did he used to dress up? Did he trick-or-treat a lot when he was a kid?
Oh, great. Boring.
You know? Does he have any decorations in his house for Halloween? Like, what does he do?
That's going to be
Actually,
fucking
I'm curious.
boring as shit.
You know, when I was younger, my family was heavily into Halloween. Now we're more generic. Like, the Halloween stuff's in here. Well, in my house, we have, like, more fall decorations. We don't really put up, like, Halloween-themed stuff.
Oh, my fucking God. Didn't you say you just bought Halloween candy? Phil's a copyright cock. Oh, God. Mama said foosball is the debil.
There we go. Bill's a copyright cuck.
Which you are.
What does that even mean?
You're a cuck.
What does that even mean?
You're a cuck to copyright.
Copyright cuck? In what regard? I'm probably the most opposite of that. I'm the guy who outright doesn't do anything with copyright on YouTube, despite the fact I very well could flex my right to do so.
Uh-huh, but you do it all the goddamn time. You do it all the time.
Well, I would suggest you bleed out.
Yeah, I hope he does bleed out. He will bleed out.
And execute it. I don't.
You do.
So I guess thanks for the sub. I literally don't
But yet, why are you threatening to go after detractors for copyright?
do anything. There's tons of people who just steal my shit that I could claim. I don't do that.
You get other people to do it for you. True, he does watch. Like a cuck that he is.
Mission vow, LTG will not come on a podcast.
His laugh sounds like that when he's trying to cope about something, because it's never a genuine laugh.
What makes
It's a fake laugh.
you think that he would? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what happened to
He
the
goes, "You wanna play
tractor
with fighting
game?
games, but we do have LTG on a podcast." He would never come on the show. Like, he has no
Well,
interest in it.
Fernando,
He's made that clear a million times, has he not?
you missed quite a bit. He was coping a lot during the podcast earlier. By earlier, I mean like hours ago. And I know he's already playing Dormant Swole 2, which I'm gonna go see. The goat laugh or the seagull laugh? The
Any plans
acting
to play
is his
Deadlock,
real
Valve's
laugh.
Overwatch-style hero shooter? No. Don't even know what it is. Don't care, I guess.
There you go. Someone asked you to play a game. You said, I don't care. I don't care what it is. Ack.
Okay.
He literally doesn't play any
Are we
music
good?
because he's afraid of copyright. He'll stop reacting to something because of copyright. He's so scared of copyright. Or when someone tells him to use royalty-free music. Nope, copyright.
We addressed all the hot topics so that I can go on break, and then we can start with Silk Song for today.
Yeah, that's
So, by the way,
100%
again,
a lie.
FYI, tomorrow we should have the first guest on the podcast in a very long time.
Love
And we'll have a half an
Gargantuan.
hour build up, and then Wings of Redemption is going to join us roughly around noon.
Skip.
Or what it has to
Skip.
You know? He's not asking-
Skip.
Ah.
Skip, because we already heard this before.
No, we don't give out Halloween candy. We can't because we live in a private community. I've explained this a zillion times.
Even though there are people in your fucking gated community that actually has kids that can go trick-or-treating. What about those people, Phil?
11 years I've lived here, and I can't give out candy.
Lies. All lies. He keeps it for himself, or his wife eats it all.
No, I'm never playing Marvel Rivals again. No one likes it on my streams.
Jade likes it. Every single time Jade's like, hey, Uzi, me play rivals. What about Jade? And just like his life. My memory serves me right. The last time he pulled this stunt, he got 2 copyright strikes on the channel, and Phil was crying like a bitch. You sure you want to do this again, Phil? And then he got them revoked, and he did
Cadbury's
victory
crunchy?
laps, saying that he won.
I don't know if we have that. That sounds like it would be like chocolate with like little Rice Krispie things in it.
What?
If we have that.
What? Huh? What? Sorry, what?
Cadbury's Crunchies? I don't know if we have that. That sounds like it would be like
Crunchies?
chocolate with like little Rice Krispie things in it. If we do
Oh
have
yeah,
those,
it's
but I don't know if
Marble
Cadbury makes
Rivals.
them here.
I forgot. It was Marble Rivals.
It was like Nestle's Crunch. I love Nestle's Crunch.
Nestle's Crunch sucks
I haven't had it in
nowadays.
a million years, man. I want a Nestle's Crunch. I used to have
Nestle's
my chocolate
Crunch
Hulk, I
sucks
crave
now.
chocolate.
Just saying, it sucks now.
There's a marathon on Halloween. I wouldn't be giving out candy.
What about your wife? Would she give out candy to the children? Twix is better. Fuck you, Phil. Hey, Astro, you're not wrong. Twix
What
is
kick
great.
moral support messages? Can we get kick moral support messages?
Jade impression unlocked. Because that's what he does. Like, hey,
This is good.
Uzi.
Talk about how you groomed a kid that 100 kicks. I can't talk about how you groomed a kid. I don't
You did with Leanna, stupid.
know who you are. I mean, if you groomed a kid that's horrible, you should report yourself to the authorities
Immediately deflects that into, you did that.
immediately. But I can't talk about how you
You did that, Phil, with Leanna.
groomed a kid. I don't know the situation. But I appreciate the 100 kicks. That's nice of you.
Yeah, tell that to Wings.
Anyway, okay.
Hey, you literally said 17 is an adult when it's not. 18 is adult. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck? People who are guilty do the no you defense. This isn't
I see. You're
Uno.
talking about the moral support message. You're talking about having a message when you do a moral support pop-up. But we
I don't eat much chocolate, but I wonder what happened to the chocolate bar. Why is it cut? Hold on. Why is it cut where you expected to share? No, keep it for yourself.
had to get rid of the
Wait, I think they have like the share size one, or they make it so you can actually take one to eat. I don't know.
because the trolls were still able. The people who were getting banned found out that Kick very foolishly didn't put a situation in place where you stopped.
This is
people
true,
from doing
Polish
those
dude.
after
This
you're
is
banned.
true.
So then they would send a whole bunch of messages that were very insulting and horrible things, right?
Well, like, what the fuck is wrong with cosplay? Nothing wrong with it. If you cosplay, go for it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying now.
But if you're Phil, he'll be like, no, that's only for Halloween. Tell that to the people that go to conventions.
Brocast just became a member. Let's see.
And channel auditing to make sure it's a real channel. What the fuck are you doing? What
Please.
the fuck were you doing there?
Pickle in my nose out of nowhere.
Pickle in your nose?
Ooh.
Oh, tickle in his nose. He sounded like he said pickle in his nose. Why do you have a pickle up there?
All right, are we good now? Cool. So good show. Despite the fact that idiots came by to throw money at me to talk about. Oh well, it went the way you
Immediately going to stupid people giving me money. Blah de da de da de da de da.
wanted it to go, and now we're at over $80 of support and climbing. So there you go. Some kicks. I think we'll end the show. tomorrow will be, though, should be down one. So, it was going to be Pokemon tomorrow. Instead, Pokemon will now be Tuesday. That's all it's going to be. Not a big deal. Just 1 day stream missing, but everything else just gets bumped like one stream. And
La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da, and he just ends the stream. La-di-da-di-da. Moving on to, let's go to the actual stream not in progress, but I know I'm way behind on that shit. God damn, I'm so behind when it comes to this. Yeah, I'm way behind when it comes to Tormented Souls 2, but this due to the fact that I'm going to build up the skip juice for it. Great, I'm graced with this face. Nice. Phil, what are you doing?
Hello.
Oh, we're gonna start with
Evening.
this.
how are you all?
You're
Hope
staring
I
into the
find you
mic.
well. How is everyone tonight? I hope you're good. I'm good. Welcome. What's up, everybody?
Immediately, I'm just gonna do this. He gets pissy on the fade out. When doesn't he, Lita?
How are you all this evening? I hope that you are well.
You
actually.
fucking gay
And I hope
bitch.
you're ready to chill tonight with
Probably,
some survival
Gary,
horror
probably.
fun. My second stream ever of Tormented Souls 2.
I know this was like an hour or so ago. I know I'm way behind.
Which personally I'm liking. The crowd from Friday for the premiere stream were torn. For sure. It was not a consensus.
Bitch, you got $55 and they told you to make it a night stream. Shut up.
Some people liked it. Some people did not like it at all and found it boring.
Because you're playing it boringly, Phil. People can take a game like Tormented Souls 2 and make it entertaining. This is something that you can't do.
So I'm curious how it will do tonight.
Guinea pig,
Tonight
yeah,
we are
such a good
obviously
jump
doing this
scare.
as our late night stream rather than a day stream. People said, hey, turning the survival horror stream into a late night stream probably will work better because people want horror in the middle of the night, when it's dark and you can't see and things can jump out and scare you and things go bump and creepy crawlies come out and, black cats and flying bats and killer rats.
Who cares?
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. What the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe. It's funny because
Lum.
it actually did work. If you didn't
Yeah,
know,
some people.
it actually did work both
Both.
with Chronos: The New Dawn and Silent Hill F, where
We
on
heard this
day
before.
streams the games weren't really working, and I turned them into night streams, and they worked well. So
We heard this before.
maybe this will work tonight. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the night
Cat lives in a motel.
time is the right time for the spooky, scary style gaming season. Anyway.
By the way, before I continue, I do apologize for this. You know how I said the whole thing about how he how Phil lives in the past? You know how Phil says that how he holds grudges that were in the past? This is what I'm talking about right here.
What?
So it's Fanbro, thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate it. Here's the thing right here. This is Mike Watson. Right here. We have this here. Fun little story from a time where Jaha and myself, shout out to Jaha, were beefing with the infamous lolcow DSP. 300. The film was under current release, and that just so happened to be a cardboard cutout of a shield in the room. What? Don't ask me why, but I told Jaha to grab it. Rush. So far, nothing wrong with this, right? And then here's Philip. You bullied and physically threatened me IRL for the stuff I said in IRC chat room when I drunk one night and still brag about it 20 years later? The really fun part was easily beating you in the ST tourney just after you did all that. Good memories, old man. Hey, look, Jaha's here. Mr. Jaha has entered the chat. And then we get down to this little part. You really want to get started and talk to me directly? I called out the ugliness of your character so many years before you exposed yourself and was obviously spot on. But if you want to take this to another level, my doors are always open. Don't ever dare speak to me again, you bitch. Immediately goes right into, hey, you threatening me? My doors are always open, but don't ever dare speak to me like that. based, all based. Sit your ass down there, Philip. Sit your ass down. But also, he knows Mike will get real with them. Oh, he definitely fucking would. And Jaha, I do have to ask a question though, or anyone that knows Mike Watson. Is Mike Watson in his early 40s or mid 40s? I'm legitimately curious about this. I'm legit curious about this part. Because he's essentially going after someone who is at least the same age as him, and he wants to call him an old man. Mid 40s? He's older than me. He's older than me too. Mike Watson will literally murder him. Oh, he definitely fucking will. He's older than Phil. So the whole thing about old man. Huh. So he really wants to play that game when Phil looks like in his 50s. Watson is a cringe 40-plus old man having a slap fight on X. I'm sorry. I think the one that really started it was Phil doing this. Isn't he in his late 30s? Apparently he's mid 40s. Like, this is just fucking funny, dude. He's gonna sit here and try to start shit on Twitter. And keep this in mind, I think this was like during his day off, too. He did this when he was supposed to spend time with his wife. Yeah, what up, Bulva? Yeah, kettle meets pot. I think they definitely met. Yeah, I noticed Phil will do some stupid tweet like this, but he will not ever respond. He just logs off and hides. It was. Yep, it was. That's... And he wants to sit there and be like, oh, I was spending time with my wifey poo. I love my wife. My wife is so cool. I love my wife. Phil just can't stay offline. And yet he wants to call all the detractors terminally online. Yeah, once that being said, retweeted it. DSP immediately got wind of it. Of course he did. Because he looks at all the detractors about him.
How is everyone tonight? What's up, King Michael? How are you?
And you know the funniest thing about it, though? He never once brought it up during the podcast. Never brought it up once. Huh.
Okay. Very good. Who else do we got? We got Casanova, Devachlin. We've got Clam Cut Tie, D-Man.
Skip.
No, there's people talking.
Skip.
He had a movie, but I'm sure, they've been around. Rolling Stone's been around for so long. Not Rolling Stones.
Longer than you. He ignored it. Of course he did.
Bruce Springsteen and the...
Today's stream forecast, insufferable with the chance of bitching. Oh, great. Someone said cry bullies. Yeah, this is during the podcast. And he's like, oh, your collective mindset coming up with new terms, even though cry bully was always a term.
What's the name of his band? The E Street Band? That's what they're called. The E Street Band. I don't know why I said Rolling Stones. They've been around for so long. I'm sure there's been multiple documentaries and movies made about them. That's interesting. I've never seen anything about that, though.
Of course you don't.
What's up, Save Us GTA? What's up, Bobby? Game Boy, how are you tonight? Good evening. It is the E Street Band. I thought so. E Street Band.
Yep, knows nothing about music.
What's on everyone's mind tonight? You guys ready to chill? We'll hang out for about, 10, 15 minutes. We'll let the attendance build up a bit before we begin. It always seems to work now when we hang out for like 10, 15 minutes and then we start.
He never will.
Yes, that's correct. I've been working out my neck profusely. I hang 400-pound weights over my neck on each side. And then I just, and I build up my neck muscles that way. It's great.
Uh-huh, not funny. I don't think that's a real exercise for working out the neck. Uh-huh. Sure it is.
Casanova, I'm
working on the throat game. I think that's what he's doing.
Podcast.
Tyrone was happy, all right.
Who it will be? I'm waiting.
Or make him cry again.
Good evening, Gamer Lenny.
Oh, but Jaha, you don't want to mess with Phil. He's been working out. He's buff now, guys.
Jeremy Allen White plays him in the movie. It's a biopic. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Love Steve, gay as fuck.
What's up, your future stepdad?
Pretty much, it kind of sounds like he was constipated. Not using rope though. He's decrepit. He still sounds so depressed. Why does he look so depressed? My God, Phil, really? I just skipped this.
I go with the flow. I
gotta get past this muscle tone. You gotta get past it.
Things as they come, one step by step. I don't plan 10 steps ahead because then what if step 2 goes wrong? You already planned 8 other steps that will never happen. You understand? So
what?
Let's see how tomorrow goes, and we'll go from there. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Stemming. It's very
I'm good,
stimulating.
Thank you for asking.
No one asked for your opinion.
I don't know.
Oh, what?
AFB says if support's fantastic tomorrow, will you try to get more guests for future shows? I don't know.
Oh. Where's my, I wish I had my. I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't want to do it. I don't
Again,
know.
I don't think too far ahead. Why would I? Go with the flow.
Lazy
The things
as
that I'm
usual.
doing are working anyway. Now I'm adding in a variable just to see how this works. If this works, great. If not, then we don't have to worry about it. But
I don't know.
why
Thank
care
you.
so much? Just go with it tomorrow. I set everything up. I tested Discord. I tested some cool stuff.
It's like, hey, what'd you have for dinner?
Some backgrounds and things for the show. I got everything working. I just got to charge my headphones tonight, and I am A-okay for tomorrow. I don't even have to do any extra work. It's already set up, from previous things I've done. So
But yet you went into a whole entire detail trying to get everything set up, though. Now you're saying it's set up?
it's good stuff.
What?
Really? Casanova says, in the UK McDonald's, we now have a special menu. Each item is from a different country. Like there's a McSpicy with pineapple, etc. Do they have the
Good
Beef
stuff.
Wellington?
So you're immediately going into beef Wellington. You're thinking that that's like a UK delicacy or something. The joke did not land, Phil.
It's a burger with a lattice work top, and it has actual sliced shaved beef inside with layers of pastry.
Do you even know what beef Wellington is?
Sure, they would have that at McDonald's.
Guff stream tomorrow. I don't even.
This is not an avocado.
Dink-dink?
This is a hand exerciser. I actually literally have had it on this table for years and years.
We
but
have
I don't
Mr.
always put it on
Wellington.
camera. It's good to use every once in a while.
Businessman
the
always
hands
approving,
working.
guys. Yeah, I got my stress ball because, oh boy, I'm so stressed.
Soul at 2 a.m.
He loves playing with black balls.
$2 super chat. That's our first contribution of the night. And he says, "The stars at night,
No!
Texas."
Shut the fuck up!
Because you must. It's actually required that you do that. If you know the response.
Yeah, thanks for bringing up a Pee-wee's Big Adventure reference. Phil makes a pop culture reference that has nothing to do with the stream.
That's incorrect, Tavaklan. This is not a stress ball. This is an exercise ball.
That's a stress ball.
I have 3 different ones of 3 different actual tensions. This is the hardest tension, and they go all
That's a stress ball.
the way down to really squishy, but this one's very hard. It is an exercise ball. They do
Watch
sell
Hell's Kitchen if you want to know real beef Wellington. Yeah, because Gordon Ramsay was the one that actually can make it.
stress balls that look like this, but this is actually an exerciser
I don't. I just learned this year about a Denver cut of steak. That's a thing.
for your hand. It's supposed to work all the muscles, so you work out the kinks.
Plus 6 with it too. Phil will
As
just
they
ask
say.
softball
I
questions
played
tomorrow. He
Silk
will.
Song earlier today. I should probably work out the kinks because man, that was tough.
So you're working out the kinks in the stress ball.
I actually beat. It's now official. I beat the hardest
paper thin.
platforming segment of any game I've ever played.
Good for you. Everyone else already did it too.
Arguably of any game ever. It's this optional lore area in Silk Song. Dude, it was so hard, but I did it. I did it.
Good for you. Everyone else already did it too.
Officially. So now I can say I beat that shit. It was so tough, but it hurt my hand like crazy. It's going to take a bit to recover. I'm not playing Silk Song again, I think, until until Wednesday.
Pussy. He would. Definitely would. Which area he's talking about?
No, I do not have a shake weight.
He said that it's an optional area.
But thank you,
Oh, random.
Soul at 2 a.m. Let's get you on the leaderboard. Thanks for the first content.
Yep.
About one thing.
Yep.
We have lost over 100 subs.
Yeah!
On Kick. Getting a lot of support in other methods, but if whatever happened, if you guys watching
My sounds are better. Yeah!
on Kick, the subs plummeted by over 100 during my 2 days off. I just looked it now because I hadn't looked this morning, and I just looked it now,
Soul the city. Souls.
and I was like, oh my God, that's a humongous difference.
Yeah, it's dead.
So that really stinks. We got to get Kick support coming back in a big way. Earlier today, I had 1 sub and 200 or 300 kicks. Not acceptable.
Now he's going around begging for people on Kick to give him money.
We can't have 90 people watching me over there for hours on end, and I make $4. Okay, I think in that case, it was like $7 or $8. That's nonsense. So let's
That's
go.
nonsense.
If you're on Kick and you like the content tonight, support the content. You must. If you don't,
No.
well, I'm going to be upset at you. And I'm going to waggle my finger like this and say, how dare you? Because I'm providing you with top quality content. You know that.
This is top quality? I think Maximilian dude puts a lot more effort into his shit than you.
What you're here for. You could be over at some crazy lolcow stunt stream. You could be at a stream where someone's screaming profusely, spitting wildly at the camera, flailing their arms about like this, looking like their head's about to fucking explode. But
At least they're more entertaining than whatever the fuck you have.
instead, you're here. You're here to chill with me, to enjoy survival horror, to have a good time tonight. And I do have to ask that if you could support the stream, that would be amazing.
You hear that, Troy? Give me money.
Because right now, we have so much support lost on Kick, and that is important support.
Cry.
I've got today, tomorrow, and one more stream on Tuesday that will count for this week.
Speed
And
was
I
streaming
need to
today.
basically do well
Speed was streaming. I wouldn't know.
on Kick those streams. So let's go right now. Because earlier today was a disastrous catastrophe on Kick. Absolutely ridiculous. What a fiasco.
He's crying about YouTubers again. He's crying about kick subs being
Am I
low.
going to play Terminator 2D, No Fate, probably not Casanova. I don't even know what that is. Right
Look
now,
it
we are
up.
booked. I was just looking at the week. We're booked. I can only play Ninja Gaiden 4 once this week. I can only play Tormented Souls 2 twice. We're too busy this week.
Oh, yeah, totally busy.
We got a million games going on. We got the Halloween Marathon. We got Wings on the podcast tomorrow. We can't
Broadcast.
be adding any more games. It's that simple. Maybe long-term we will, but right now I've got like 4 or 5 games I'm juggling. This must be focused on for the next several weeks until we start knocking some of these off. All right?
Tormented Souls is a really fast game to get through, Phil, and you're going to take forever. Also, we need to do this.
All right, cool.
We.
Let's go. We got our first super chat from Soul at 2 a.m. Let's get some more support.
Yep.
First to start.
Yep.
Sub and 300 kicks. Then I would feel like we're down.
Yep.
I know it's a 2D platformer about Terminator. I've heard about it. I haven't seen it, and I didn't know it was coming out anytime soon, Casanova.
By the way, it went from I don't know what that game is to now I know what this game is.
What's up, Big Mac? Good evening.
Yeah, but he's not productive nor busy. But you're
Satan,
absolutely right.
what's up?
He LARPs as one.
Are you excited about having Wings on? You know, I hope it goes well. To be frank, all right, this is something that I wanted to do years and years ago. I tried to try to have a conversation or a crossover event playing with the guy or whatever, and it never happened, and people just have always seemed to be interested in it, you know? Over the
Name a few people that were interested in you talking to Wings.
years, at points I've given up.
T2, no
The guy
fate.
kind of flaked on me and stuff, but now people kept expressing interest, saying if you ever get him on, you should still try, and finally it looks like it's going to happen tomorrow. As of now, I've heard nothing against it. He was, you know, gung-ho for it.
Yeah, be lucky if he even
He's talking
shows
about
up.
doing it in his own content. It's
That's
not
the thing, though, that Phil doesn't seem to understand is that he might not even show up.
like he's changed his mind or whatever. So it looks like it's happening tomorrow. Okay? Cool.
Well, all these votes are saying that 69% say no so far. Goddamn, 69? Nice. The fuck up. I voted nope. Nice. Is Wings doing this for money? According to Phil, no. That Wings,
thank you.
Wings told Phil and said it publicly that no, you keep the money, Phil.
Your future stepdad. There was a sub there, and I stupidly didn't call it out because I was talking like an idiot. I was blabbing. Thank you, your future stepdad.
When
for the first
don't
sub of the
you?
night.
Even someone in this chat saying you have that mic stabilizer set up
Excuse me.
wrong. The mic is supposed to be in the middle of it, not in the mount dangling. Gonna call this person an idiot, isn't he?
Gamer Lenny, you are completely wrong.
Hey, there it is. There it is.
You're completely misinformed. This is not the kind of stabilizer you're thinking. This is a specialized stabilizer built for certain mics like this one.
So it is a mic stabilizer setup then.
And it is built specifically for this kind of thing. This microphone is not supposed to be in the middle. It was built to actually have the microphone right here dangling. That's exactly how it's built. So you're
Okay, can you actually show us the mic then?
wrong.
This
Nice try,
Angry
though.
Serious band phase. Yeah, bent. It's not supposed to look like that,
Master
dude.
Scrub, how are you? Good evening.
I think I know which platform area he's talking about. I just got past it myself today. It's for one of the last quests you get in the game. Yeah, it's probably that one.
Maurice Gizo. Excuse me. How are you? Good evening. Good to see you.
And when I got past it, my hands were just fine. Yeah, it's just Phil that has bad hands.
Silk Song Progress was great. So we completed that whole area above the cradle, which I believe it led to an abandoned town.
This is true, because on the fucking packaging for that mic arm, there was a little QR code that you scan to actually pull up the fucking tutorial how to set it up. He didn't even do that at all. Instead, he just sat there complaining that it didn't include a manual or any way to set it up. which he seems to not understand that welcome to the years of 2025 and also 2024 when QR codes became more of a thing.
People are saying there's lore there for later, like
six-star
some of the
headphones.
quest line. So we got that unlocked, and I also got a memento there.
He's old.
And then we went back
He's
to
gay. He's
what is
fat.
it called? Sands
He's
of Karnak,
balding.
and we actually went to the area with the whole other Coral Tower dungeon. We beat all that. We beat the boss there, and we got the final needle upgrade of the game. So we did a lot today. Okay, Gamer Lenny, I don't care if you're an audio engineer. It doesn't mean you know what you're talking about at all. You don't. I'm going to say it one more time. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, I'm going to read what he said because I know Blobby is covering it up. I'm an audio engineer when I'm not gaming, and that's definitely wrong, but whatever you say.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up!
Nobody cares. This is set up
Clearly, Gamer Lenny Hoon cares because he actually is telling you that you have it on wrong.
correctly. It has been set up correctly all
No, it's not.
year. It's the only way to mount this microphone to this stabilizer.
Even RTU called you out and said that way you have it set up is wrong. Oh my lord, I'm taking that face. That's a good face. I'm taking that. Looking so ugly.
don't know what you're talking about. You're an idiot.
Toxic.
Okay.
Are you an engineer, sir?
You know what they say? It's like he says, oh, I'm an audio engineer. Yeah, but you have to understand, there's people that go to school, right? And there's people who pass with A+, and there's people who pass with D-.
Yeah, but they're going to be the lowest of the class, and the ones that pass with A+ are considered to be valedictorians.
Okay, Lenny? You're the D-.
What the fuck? What?
So
Why
you
are you immediately insulting the person, Mr. Crybully?
are an audio engineer,
Well, Mad Cats, he's never going to take constructive criticism. We're all wrong, people.
but if you don't even understand that this is a special mount for this mic, I don't know how to help you. I don't.
Yeah, you set it up wrong. Phil is right here, but that thing doesn't work the way Phil thinks. He's still wrong. Yeah, he was the F- of the class. He was the valedictorian of the slow class. You're an
Thank you,
idiot,
Late
Phil.
Note.
You know that, right?
Thank you, Late Note, for a gifted membership.
Oh, here we go. But the way that you have it set up would stabilize only the little dangles, so it still dangles. If you put the mic in the middle, it would stabilize, right? Or it would stabilize, right?
Appreciate that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and again, this person here is telling him exactly how to do it. But he's not listening. Instead, he's the D-.
Late Note, our first membership of the night.
What's Phil's toxic level? I think we're at 5,000.
Cool. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
Exactly, Dolph. If he's an audio engineer, that means he has the job. Oh, hey, look, Troy Smith just pulled up in the chat at that time. Let me guess. Ban? You're going to ban Gamer Lenny Hoon? You're going to ban him? I think you just did. Yeah, so much copium.
The guy got himself banned. I didn't ban him, but a mod banned him because he's so dumb. He's still telling me to set it up differently when there's no way to set this microphone up differently in this. He's
My
that.
fucking god, even though he's trying to tell you that if you put it in the middle, it stabilizes right. He's trying to help you. And again, constructive criticism, someone trying to help you, immediately you call them an idiot.
This guy is that dumb.
How is he stupid? Yeah, someone banned him. I think someone in his chat, Ellipsian, banned him.
He's thinking
Yeah, you get banned for disagreeing. You're trying to help out Phil, you get banned too.
that this is the kind of stabilizer where the mic can be suspended within the bands. Okay?
Show us then.
It's not. That's not the kind of stabilizer this is. This is a special stabilizer for certain mics.
Then why is it every single time you bump your fucking table, it fucking wiggles all over the place?
He's an
Oh,
idiot.
Zach. Remember the person helping him with the mini PC? Yeah. Laveria, I think it was, or Lavinia? Yeah. Banned. And this is how detractors are born.
Oh, yoy.
All he has to say is thanks, but I like it like this. What's up, Emmon? Yeah, he could have just said that, but no. Absolutely not.
Yes, I'm excited for more Tormented Souls 2 tonight, too. I think this is a good game so far. I'm looking forward to a couple hours more tonight. There will be another stream of it later in the week as well on a late stream.
Steph, he won't unban him, though.
I hope it does well tonight, because here's why. It didn't do so.
Oh, no, Steph. Matthew, he won't unban him, though. He won't. Oh, Steph, you can still see the marks where he stripped it with a ridge when he put it together wrong. Yep, you can still see it right here where he fucked up right here. You can still see the scratches right here from the tool that he used.
Well as a day stream on Friday. So half the audience was saying they were kind of bored.
How am I using McDonald's Wi-Fi?
And then the only reason we hit the support goal is because someone came in last minute and did a big tip and said, man, I really wish that you could play this on late streams because those are the streams I can attend. And I said, well, you know,
Yeah, because that person, Troy Smith, aka Nico Bellic, gave you $55 and said he couldn't make it. He always shows up for the night streams. So you're hoping that he would show up for the night stream to give you more money. Which he already hit the goal. Just saying.
thinking about it, both Chronos and Silent Hill F did better as late night streams, so I think I'll try it. So that's what we're doing.
We
Okay?
heard this before, old man. Heard this before.
I should turn off the music in Pokemon Legends ZA. Why? The music's fine. I think the music is very relaxing in Pokemon Legends ZA, which is kind of the point.
Meh.
Is that we're using it as a chill playthrough. So I don't know why I would want to turn off the music. It's not bothering anyone right now at all.
Well, it's clearly bothering that one person. Because apparently
Why
they
is
say
the-
it's better without the music.
Music louder than my voice. There's no music playing. What are you talking about?
It's always the same with any game that you fucking play, Phil. Hold on.
Music playing. What are you talking about?
There we go. Thank you. Thank you for being an ugly ass man. Let me just take this. Thank you.
Are you okay
Does he not listen to himself talk? No, he doesn't.
over there? The Lysol or Lysol? Are you okay? If you can hear music playing right now, you should go see a doctor. There's literally nothing but me, my voice on stream right now.
What?
Wow.
If
Do you have like a broad
if you can hear music playing right now, go get yourself checked out, huh?
cast going on in your head? Are you picking
Oh,
up
more
signals
ass in the
your
chat.
brain or something? A top 100 station or something? Holy moly. What's up, Max Power? Good evening.
It's probably copyright involvement. Probably. I hear Metallica right now. I hear Trivium right now.
Pokemon's music can be repetitive after a while, like elevator
This music is
Maybe you're right.
unbearable.
Maybe you're right, but it's kind of like just white noise for me. Like it's a nice background white noise to the
What?
game. At least for now.
Do you
I
not
mean,
know
again,
what
I
white
feel like I'm
noise
not as far
is?
into the game as many people. I think I'm like, I want to say I'm between 10 and 12 hours into Pokemon Legends ZA.
Don't
so
care.
maybe I'm just not far enough in. Maybe I am. I feel like maybe I will hit the wall and I'll get bored. Maybe
Timmy,
the
I
music
do
will
hear
bother
Don't
me.
Fuck
Maybe
right
the gameplay
now.
will get repetitive. But
I do too. It's me.
for now, I've actually liked it. So I don't know. I guess I'm in the minority. Most people are saying they don't like this game for whatever reason.
Do you smell burnt toast, Phil? Please say yes.
What's up, Yenya? How are you?
Does he feel a tingle in his left arm?
Would I try McDonald's in Singapore? Well, the challenge on that one is that I'd have to go to Singapore before I could even make that qualifying decision.
Or you could just
I
make
haven't
it
been to Singapore,
yourself?
So.
Like, you can just make it yourself. Phil the Contrarian again. He
Oh,
always
my
is.
voice is music to your ears. Now that's different.
No. If you think that Phil's voice is like angelic sounds in your ears, seek help.
That's different. Like, ooh, yeah.
No!
eh.
Ah! Stop it. Bitch. I don't know why.
Can we get
I had to look up a thumbnail. I was like, what would be a good thumbnail? Shattered glass. That works.
some more support before
Tone
we begin?
deaf
We're only
is
at $10.
possible.
We have $150 to hit. I would love more support on Kick. I was saying, for those of you who are just joining on Kick, because
Phil makes a racist joke towards Asians.
many of you probably are, we have had a
What's
humongous
up, Rodrigo? Yeah, definitely was a LARPer. Nope, that wasn't a LARPer that said it.
loss of support on Kick. I lost over 100 subs.
We heard
back in
this.
Kick, so we can have a good week. I have tonight.
Backside Phil is gifted 100 kicks.
I have all the streams tomorrow. I have one stream on Tuesday that count for this week. We've got to get momentum back. So let's drop some subs on this kingdom. On the King's Kingdom, there must be a plethora of subs that are rained upon and adorned upon the king.
Oh, he said it.
Any man who must say, I am the king, is no true king.
Huh. I didn't know he would actually say it.
Tonight, we must have kicks. Kicks must be kicked all over the floor.
And your balls must be kicked too. But oh, wait, I forgot. You don't have any.
Up into the air, into the king's coffers. Kick those kicks into the coffers immediately.
He has no kingdom.
Let's go.
He has no kingdom. An empire of dirt.
Thank you to Big Side Phil for 100 kicks. What a great name.
Because you do
Thank you
beg.
so much, Big Side Phil. Let's get that right up on the leaderboard.
Because you do beg.
Could you please publicly embarrass me some more by sending me money? That'd be great.
And there's
Whatever
ass
you
in the
do,
chat.
please just don't send me any more money. I just couldn't take it. You've embarrassed me further by having that name appear on the screen with money attached. I don't know how I would ever survive. It's just so embarrassing. So please don't do it again.
Yeah, you're doing the exact same thing that other detractors say. If you give Phil money, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Whatever you do.
Again, if you want to fuck with Phil, fuck with his money. Don't give him money. In this one instance where Phil says this, where's the fucking lie? There is no lie.
Did I ever upload?
Instead, you just
Shut
embarrass
the
yourself.
fuck up!
Just saying, you just embarrass yourself.
Videos on Modern Warfare Remastered. I've played every single Call of Duty game, every single one, since Modern Warfare 2 annually on this channel. Every single one. There's been limited levels of coverage, like some that
And
I
then
like.
someone decides to give him $2 by saying, why do you have liver spots in your 40s? I see 3.
More I played a lot more of. Some that I didn't like, I barely played. Like, what do you call it? What the fuck was it called? Ghosts. Oh God, I really hated Ghosts.
It was just called Ghost, not Ghosts.
Absolutely hated it. But there's some that I like a ton. I played a lot of. So yes, there's definitely the Modern Warfare remake gameplay on here.
Oh, never mind. It was called Ghost.
Someone tipped me. Did
I'm Felted.
a $2 super chat and asked me about why do I have liver
I thought it was just called Call of Duty Ghost, but Ghost was a character in the Modern Warfare franchise.
spots. I
My bad.
don't. It's called acne. It's the opposite of what you're thinking. Like when you get old and you start to have problems with your organs, you'll get like spots on your skin. No, I actually have acne. I'm actually, since I started working out, my hormones started kicking up again. And so I actually have acne. Like right here, I have a bunch of pimples on the side of my head. It's very annoying. But you think they're liver spots because you're a complete fucking mouth drooling idiot. You're actually that stupid. Like you actually think that a 43-year-old guy who has lost weight and is getting physically fit is getting liver spots. You're
Phil, liver spots. Oh, hold on. Liver spots are harmless flat patches of darkened skin that caused by aging and sun exposure, not liver disease. They typically appear on sun-exposed areas on like the hands, the face, and the shoulders. While harmless, it's important to see a doctor if a spot changes in size, color, or shape, or if it starts to bleed or itch. So it is something that you need to look into, Phil, because you shouldn't be having liver spots.
that dumb.
Yeah, it's not acne. It's not your hormones.
So thanks for $2.
Liver spots have nothing to do with how much you work out. They don't. It goes by aging.
You complete fucking moron.
Well, if it has to be sun exposed, and it's not something Phil has. But it looks like he has them, though. But it also says aging, too. So it's not necessarily sun exposure. It has to do with aging. But yeah, he got so mad about that.
Did you send me some more? I'm just saying, like, you've publicly embarrassed me so strong that if you could, do it again.
I mean, your Jimmy's got rustled when someone called them liver spots. Why are you mad about that, Phil? Also, don't you have like a little pimple or a wart? Because I think it's a pimple, but it looks like a wart, like right here on your face. Why don't you get that taken care of?
Oh, wait, you're banned. Darn. Ahmad got him. Shucks. Should have been faster.
I mean,
there.
you seethe. Ah, shucks, a mod got him. I wanted to ban him myself. Aw, shoot.
All right, we're going to begin shortly. In fact, let's get set up here, shall we? Let's get everything set up. And
Witch's
thanks
Mole,
for the
I think
early
you
support,
called
those
it.
who did.
A Witch's
Again,
Mole?
guys, please, let's hit the goal tonight.
Yep.
And let's hit that goal.
Yep.
I would put Mass Effect games in the top 100% of games ever made.
Which one?
In the top 1 games, I would put
The games?
Mass Effect games in the top 100% of games ever made.
I disagree. But what rank would you rate Mass Effect games? Not even 1, 2, 3, or Andromeda. Nope. All of them 100%. Even though people hated the third one for the ending, and people did not care for Andromeda. I asked about the wart. He said it's a mole. Up Apache.
Okay.
But he
So-
hates Mass Effect.
Let's get set up here. I think I need to adjust the volume again.
He's being a retard. 100% of games. Yep, that's what he said.
Because I always lower it for...
He's doing a shitty joke. Top 100% of games of all time. It's literally one of the games of all time. Again, doesn't make any sense.